welcome everyone to the game. Hooray! It's Dresden Files, New York. And for everyone who's watching out there, I have the question that I always ask. Why the hell are you watching this? Anyway. So today we have a new player.
Hello.
All right. So I would first like to go around and do a quick introduction. Heather, I'd like you to introduce your new player. Go through basically her aspects and tell us a little about her, and then we're going to go down the line and have everyone else introduce their characters.
Okay. I play Tabitha or Tabby, depending on how well you know her. There's things over my thing I can't see. Okay. She's a rebellious, dragon-blooded, gothic biker chick with an attitude. Her trouble aspect is demands and legacy of her grandfather. And her other aspects are she was trained and tutored by Master Torres. She's the best friend of Catherine Bryce. She's a woman of many names and faces. She's constantly searching for her father and easily distracted by shiny things.
Easily distracted by shiny things is a perfect summary for the aspect, ooh, shiny.
That is the summary for the aspect, ooh, shiny.
All right. So, how about we start over with Kitlin?
Okay, I am Kitlin Renard. She is a kitsune from the streets. Her trouble aspect is that she stole from Felix the Fox, the Sato, who is the leader of the Silent Footsteps gang. Her aspects are locked or unlocked. It's all the same to me. Crazy like a fox, Maddie's girl, searching for where my tail came from. Now she is also searching for her father. And then my friends are closer than family.
All right. So next we're going to go to Parvis. Take it away.
Excuse me. Hi, I'm Patrick, and I play Parvis. And how do I put this? He is a wereform, but not in the usual way of a person becoming an animal. No, he is an animal becoming a person. And has led to some very fun scenarios. His high concept is former experiment Ratwell, and his trouble is he doesn't fully understand humanity. And it screws him in social situations like crazy. But I can talk. His other aspects are, I don't know how I got here, but I want to find out. Life ain't easy when you're a rat. Rat-like reflexes, because it's fun to say. I know the city like my own tail. And this came from playing now in league with Tatsuo the Dragon. I go more in depth, but my brain's tired.
It's all right. Next up, we have Sean.
God damn it. So, Sean is a third-eyed Olympian god of chaos. My aspects are past adventures in Frederick, entrenched with Lady Shay and her knights, always a hero, always ready to fight, supernatural detective, and my trouble aspect is expatriated from Olympus. I've been a monster hunter for a very long time. Also, just entering the god hunting scene, kind of.
Finally, we have Eddie.
Eddie Denton, formerly named Edgar, everyone calls him Eddie, is a ghost-speaking paranormal investigator. His trouble aspect is that he's also a paranoid conspiracy theorist, hence the Illuminati reference. He's a well-off weirdo, as his parents are pretty, we'll say, wealthy. They live in the good parts of Manhattan, but they're kind of alienated from him because he said, screw being responsible and finishing college. I'm going to be a paranormal investigator. Which brings us to our next aspect, which is the truth is out there. Let's see, he's also a campus legend for actually solving a supernatural-related issue on campus. And being a rather strange one, he wants to form ties with other outcasts from society, so he has Outcasts Unite. And recently has taken up being a student to the Southern Praying Mantis style, which is a dojo in Chinatown. So he's actually pretty good at hand-to-hand combat.
It is a dojo in
Yep.
downtown Chinatown, run by, let's see, hey man. By the name of Hector Torres.
Okay.
All right.
Why did I see that coming?
Because when I can tie characters more fully into each other, it's great.
Agreed.
So Tabby and Eddie are basically the same person. Anyway, let's continue.
Wait, what?
So, never mind. No.
Well, Eddie has the hair, so.
Yeah.
I have hair too.
So who would like to explain what happened last game? Sort of, where are we in the story? Maybe a little more.
Eddie's girlfriend got kidnapped. That'd be Kathy Bryce.
Yes.
Because she was searching for that woman that Parvis was looking for, which she knows about because Eddie got her involved with it. And she sort of went off to random dangerous parts and being ditzied, got herself kidnapped.
Now we are trying to track her down.
Yep.
And how are you trying to track her down?
The police. We went to the police station.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Which means I've got something to deal with as well.
All right. But yes, you are there because you were trying to figure out kind of where Parvis came from. All right, so we're gonna take a little bit back. We're gonna we're gonna start a scene with our new player. So, Tabby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tabby's shorter.
So, you of course are being best friends with Catherine Bryce, you are up on all the information. I mean, you've heard about how she got fired from her job because that guy she was crushing on in back when you two were roommates in college basically came in, asked for a favor, and then tried to run some kind of terrorist attack or heist from the room that she basically comped him, and thus he got her canned from the hotel. So you were a little surprised when a couple days later she tells you that, by the way, Eddie showed up again and they're kind of dating, and that Eddie got her a new job, and you can't hate him anymore because of that. And now she's basically called you up saying how she went and she met one of Eddie's contacts, who is, as she put it, a friend of Dorothy. She isn't exactly certain on how you say gay guy, because she's fairly certain that he was a male prostitute, and then she figured out that he wasn't a male prostitute, and then figured out that he was some homeless guy, and has jumped to all these different conclusions, and thinks that Parvis is currently being sexually abused by your grandfather in your apartment building right next door to you, which he called a slum.
And that's when I burned the phone.
Yes. However, after you settled down from that, She was telling you about how she's helping Eddie track down this guy's sister, who apparently is connected. Who's apparently named Sarah something. You couldn't quite get that. She has a tattoo. He has a tattoo, and so she's checking out tattoo parlors and asking about something called the Freemasons of Frederick.
Okay.
All right. So you call to check to make sure she's okay, and her phone doesn't pick up.
Would I know if this was unusual?
Definitely unusual.
Okay. I called a couple of times.
Phone does not pick up.
Okay.
Here is a compel against you being her best friend,
Okay.
because that's about to cause you problems. Or it's
Yes,
causing you problems right now.
Yes. Let's see. We're on phone number 5.
I mean, at some point you should probably just go to the apartment, I would assume.
What, her apartment?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first place she'd look.
It's vacant.
Okay.
There's a whole lot of reports coming up there. Eddie's name is like, go check out this place for Eddie. Blah, blah, blah. Eddie, you know. Eddie.
Okay. Some of those notes are getting burned. Not on purpose. Promise.
All right. Oh yes. That's the one thing I forgot to say. Quick run down the list of the sort of stunts and things you can do. Kitlin, you are a Kitsune who turns into a fox.
Yes.
Any other special abilities you'd like to mention?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Eddie, you are
Ghost speaking, so I can talk to the dead and they can see me and I can go looking for dead. I also am really good at knowing the right people when searching for a specific kind of information. And I am marked by the Summer Court. Very.
Yes. Sean?
Hmm?
Oh, while we do this, Heather, could you please pull up your story?
Story? I don't know where that is.
Oh, I could have sworn
Because
I
I don't know if you sent it because we came up with that while I was driving.
Yeah.
I don't know where that is.
All right, continue, everyone. I'm getting something.
Good. Continue what?
Sean, explain what you are and what you can do.
Wait, did we already?
Stunts and powers.
Okay. John is monster hunter. Married to a warden, moving to a mansion with more kids than I can actually count. I am very, very good with swords. That's most of what I do right there. That I can see into your soul. God damn it, what is... Ah.
Oh, God.
Yes, he can see into your soul, but is he also permanently marked by what he sees?
That's the same cough I had, by the way.
I am not permanently marked by what I see. I just can never forget. Which is really unfortunate when I look at things like ancient, older than time, immortal killing beasts. Because they're quite horrifying to look at.
Or any of the other numerous things that you've looked at and scarred yourself with.
They're not all bad. Like that one naked kitsune. That's an image.
Hey.
It didn't have any parts, so
Still an image, dude.
it is still an
Let's say, you really consider that nudity then?
Well, it's covered in fur, so
They're still in their birthday suit, so it still counts.
yeah.
Technically correct is the best kind. Correct.
I mean, it's a weird thing about it, though. If you think about it, like especially like anthropomorphized animals in like cartoons.
All right, so we're
Now,
not
they
going to
never wear
debate
pants, but it's not
we're not going to debate whether or not furries are naked, or
Why
whether or not
not?
Donald Duck should actually wear pants. This is a rabbit hole I do not want to go down. So,
have
Sean,
heard
if you have
this.
anything else to say, please say it. Otherwise, we're going to move on to Parvis.
Right.
We can go down that
Alright.
rabbit hole later.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's not really a rabbit hole. Rabbit holes are too straight for that. This is much more confusing.
You obviously haven't read Alice in Wonderland. Anyway.
Good point. Let's think. Anything else? Oh yes, I've absorbed the mantle of the Olympian god of chaos. So I've got a lot of weird chaos god magic shit going on. Not the least of which is the fact that Zeus won't stop fucking with me. Frickin' dick.
To be fair, at least
He
he's
is-
As far as benefits go, inhuman toughness and recovery is very nice.
To be fair, at least Zeus is not fucking you, because he does that in like every fucking legend.
I think it was six.
I'm serious. Jesus Christ.
I know. Like I said, I think he prefers women.
I don't think there are any legends that I know of where Zeus fucked a man. But there
I
could
just-
be
I
one.
certainly can't think of any.
There could be
That's
one.
more of
Fair
a
point. Fair point.
that's more of a thing with soldiers.
Anyway, sorry.
Another
Really
rabbit hole we
soldiers
could go down later.
Sorry for interrupting. We can leave that for later. That's a giant can of worms. Just leave that to the side,
That's a can of worms in a rabbit hole.
essentially.
Hmm.
But
I think
yeah,
that's it for me. Oh yeah, I like to fight stuff. Frankly, I could have just summed up with that. Fought a god, became a god, now I fight other things. Again.
All right, Parvis.
Here it is. Excuse me. My main my main power is that I can turn into a rat. Like a literal tiny rat. Which is actually pretty damn cool, because
Is that really your power?
also being confused in social situations is my power.
No,
but-
I think your power is more that you can turn into a human.
Oh, you're right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Parvis,
You're right.
Parvis is a rat that can turn into a human.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
That is
That's
all.
my character.
Which being as powers go, pretty fucking awesome, you know?
Hmm.
Being an animal that can turn into a human.
Like a rat that turns into a human. Totally not because there's a power that lets you do that, but I freaking love the powers in Fate. I don't have anything fancy like stunts though, yet. I'm considering a few. Although I still need to decide on. I still don't know what the hell I want for my beast trappings. It's been like months.
All right, so that's what happened. So, Tabby, would you please tell everyone what you can do?
Well, I'm the granddaughter of a dragon, so I do stuff with fire and punch things.
She
Or
has
kick
channeling fire magic, and she's a martial artist, and she can turn into like a half dragon thing.
Yes.
She can sprout wings and claws. That's what she can
Yay.
do.
Yes. That's what I can do.
Yes. Also, I do want to mention there is a couple updates to 2 stories. One of them is, I believe, Surgeon Stories, which is Maddie's story. Tabby now appears in that story. She encountered Maddie and offered her assistance in helping the injured people in exchange if Maddie agreed to help her track down the rumors that her father was in the area. And she also appeared in College Carnage, which is Eddie's story, in which Tabby stole a pretty medallion that Eddie had been using to channel ghosts, causing him to doubt his abilities to help. Of course, he once again figured out that the power was inside of him, and everyone was happy. We do have Tabby's story, which needs at least one other person to guest star in it. And the story is, when sent in to break up an unauthorized gambling den in Chinatown, Tabby goes undercover to find out who's behind it. But will Tabby succeed when she gets backroomed by the muscle? Kitlin has already appeared, and Kitlin sees Tabby getting pulled aside and causes a distraction to try to help her get away. Is there anyone else who thinks that they would like to appear in her story? Hello?
Don't all speak at once.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see I'm so loved.
I'm sorry. I just had a coughing fit. I mean, I don't mind.
Where's the story? Can I read it? Sorry.
1 second.
Yeah, Brandon has it because he typed it up while I was driving.
It is on her roll. It is on her not Roll20. Obsidian Portal. It's also here, right there. When sent in to break up a unauthorized gambling den, Tabby goes undercover to try to find out who's behind it. Will Tabby succeed when she gets backroomed by the muscle?
Doesn't really seem like an Eddie story.
I can see myself being involved in this.
What would you see Sean doing?
Getting involved in breaking up the unauthorized gambling den because the supernatural is involved. Yes.
So you are.
He's going full shot on the situation.
So you're sent in. So all of a sudden, Sean comes crashing into the party, swords ablazing, to break up some supposedly supernatural monster that's afoot.
Yep. That's what I do.
All right. So, Tabby, you've met Sean.
As a crazy man with swords.
He's the guy who came crashing into your story. And you probably had to fight him.
Really? Okay.
Really?
Glory hole.
Probably.
Why?
If you're sent in to fight supernatural things, she's a supernatural thing.
I'm not sent in to fight supernatural things. I fight malevolent supernatural beings. We've established this so many goddamn times. Also, I specifically said I'm going in to break up the gambling den because something supernatural is involved.
Yes, but the issue there is you would probably know that it's a layer of a monster. I highly doubt you're doing the Chinese mafia's work.
You also don't know if the supernatural creature is malevolent or not unless you talk to them.
I have the site. We've established this.
Okay, so you
Clearly
came
what
in
I
and
use
you
it for.
All right, you came in and you saw a dragon and you attacked.
Also, doesn't the story say she was backroomed by the muscle?
Yes, they took her away because she was recognized.
Right, which is why I
Therefore,
don't
she's
get
probably
what
not the one responsible.
Therefore, she's probably not the person I end up running into. At least not
Admittedly, you do run into her. it's her story. You run into her.
Because she's the main
Kit-
character of the story.
Right.
Caitlin,
What
evidently, she was.
I'm meaning to imply there is she's probably not. I probably don't immediately fight her when I run into her because she's not, currently in the gambling ring. She's being escorted out or has just been kicked out.
Well, the issue is that she probably actually doesn't get backroomed because Caitlin came in and already solved that. Caitlin created a distraction for her to get free, and then you might come in and create even more of a distraction. Anyway. What I'm saying is, I can see your character coming in. I don't see your character coming in and saving the day. I see your character coming in and causing more issues, which is a perfectly fine way to come into someone else's story.
Right. I'm not opposed to that. I'm saying is, it just didn't seem to make much sense that the way I had created issues is I got into a fight with Tabby.
Well, you probably got into a fight with a bunch of different things. One of them was Tabby.
Alright.
Basically, a giant brawl ensued, and she got caught up in it.
Sean crashes the party, giant brawl ensues. I don't see how this is such an odd coincidence.
Yeah,
Right.
that seems perfectly reasonable.
That makes sense. The way you're describing it made it sound like I singled out her.
Oh,
character.
no. I'm sorry about that. What I meant to say is she's one of the things that you probably crossed swords with. So,
Swords?
That works.
yes.
She
You have
brings
a weapon
fists.
skill.
Yeah, I know, but she usually brings fists to a knife fight.
Okay, well then.
That works. I am used to fighting things with claws, frankly.
Yeah. You probably got to drag him out and fought him with your claws.
Yay!
Anyway.
That sounds like fun.
So yeah. So you've definitely met Kitlin, and you've definitely met Sean before, and you've met Eddie.
Yeah.
You've been told about Parvis by your dad, about your granddad, who says he really likes him and he wants him taken care of, and you're gonna watch over him. Damn it! While you're out shaking down the various various merchants in Chinatown. Action racket.
When you say it like that, it sounds so horrible.
You're right. You're totally right. It does. Anyway, so
It's almost like you're part of the mafia.
Yeah, almost does. Who would have thunk it?
It's for their own good.
It is for their own good.
Sure, that's what they all say.
Anyway, so on with game.
I believe I was in somebody's apartment.
You're in her apartment. You have it seems like she was doing something for Eddie, which jives with the phone call that you last got, which she was tracking down things for Eddie for this person, where you told her to stay safe, and she's like, "Oh no, of course I'm going to be safe."
Eddie gets a phone call.
Do you have his number?
I'm sure it's written down in her apartment somewhere.
No, it's in her phone.
It's in her phone. Okay, I go back to my place and knock on Pravis's door.
All right.
What's up?
Parvis.
There's a fierce dragon knocking at your door. What do you do?
You've just gotten home after you ran away from the street preacher because Sean and the street preacher were getting into their divine dick measuring contest, and you were just having none of it. So you get back home, you're settling in, you're like, I like this robe. I wish I had more. I don't know what that closet is, but man, my robe is getting dirty. I should ask the dragon about that. There's a knock on your door.
Okay. I'll get up and answer it then. Or answer the door. Open the door. Words.
You wearing pants this time?
The thing is, he's probably still not. He doesn't know where the pants are.
He doesn't. You kind of with people like that. You kind of have to explain to them what pants are, or sometimes you just hand it to them and be like, "Here, put these on."
Yes,
And they don't know
usually
why.
works.
There you go. Again, second time. Take the damn chip if you're not wearing pants.
I will take the damn chip.
All right.
He's wearing a robe. Does he need to wear pants?
Well, no. It's the robe is mostly covering, but it's pretty obvious this guy isn't wearing pants, and he looks like a dirty rat-faced homeless man.
Okay. This is
the person that your granddad was gushing about. All right.
I stared him slightly confused, but then I'm like, okay, Granddad wants him for something. All right. Hi.
Hello.
There's a pretty lady in. What are you wearing? Are you wearing the gothic dress? Are you wearing something else?
No, she's wearing long black pants, a red tank top, and a lacy black jacket.
All right.
Okay. Trying to think how he reacts to that.
To the pretty lady standing in the doorway?
Yeah, basically, it's like,
A pretty. Roll me alertness, Parvis.
Do
rats have a good sense of smell? I believe so.
I think they have a good sense of smell.
All right.
Know that they have really good hearing, and their eyesight
Smells
sucks.
probably their best sense.
I know it's smell and hearing they have that are strong.
Roll me your alertness.
All right. Form 40 plus. Oh yeah, I've got the shortcut one, but it's just easier. And I'm used to it.
All right.
Okay, so 3.
She smells of Tatsuo.
Ah, okay.
She smells of burnt incense and opium, which is the sense that you have come to establish with your best friend, the dragon. She smells a little less like that. A little more like Dirty Street, which you love. Oh, the smell of Dirty Street. Oh.
Smells like home.
Basically. Huh. Oh yeah, alertness can be used for that. That's right. I'm trying to remember everything. Okay, so he starts with hi.
Hi.
He's smelling you.
She's taking it in stride. I was hoping maybe you could help me out with something.
Sure. You smelled like does he know that the out of character, does he know that the dragon's name is Tatsuo, or does he not?
Remember, the dragon told you his name.
I know that he told me his name, and I think he told me his true name as well. Which says a lot about him, actually. It's like, you smell like Tatsuo.
He's my grandfather. I hope I would smell similar.
Oh!
So there, apparently, this pantsless man who is smelling you just discerned your lineage. You might be able to go.
She's confused.
She's confused, but it probably makes a whole lot more sense now why your granddad likes him.
Yes, it does. Yes, it makes a lot more sense. Can you help me out with something? You gonna invite me in?
Oh, sorry, sure. Come on in.
Vampire.
All right. Point of order. This is something that Abby, I'm not certain that you, Heather, I'm not certain that you know.
Yes, remember who you're talking to.
Yeah. Heather. So thresholds are an important thing in Dresden universe. When you are invited into someone's home, you can walk past their threshold. Inviting someone into their home is a great sign of trust, especially among the supernaturally aware community.
Okay.
So if someone invites you into their home, you can have full range of all your supernatural abilities. If someone doesn't invite you into their home, you're going to find it really hard for you to cast magic, or possibly even turn into a dragon.
Mhm.
Okay, she has no intention of casting magic right now. This is a peaceful conversation.
Oh, Aki is her aunt. Aki is the direct descendant of Tatsuo.
That does make some sense, I suppose.
I just wanted to know for
Yes,
Sure.
I know.
sake.
But yeah, thankfully Parvis is naive to all this, so I'm glad that no one in the party's a vampire.
Yes, I'm glad to. That's a good thing. Okay. So she just got invited into his dingy little apartment, which looks a lot like her dingy little apartment.
Basically, yes.
Admittedly, you guys are in the best of the dingy little apartments. Like most people below have like half the size of you. Like these ones up here, like you're on like one of the higher up floors. Admittedly, part of the reason why you're while you're fairly certain that Catherine described this as a slum is because you had to step over a few bodies going up the stairs. Like
Usually.
they're alive. They're alive. They're just not conscious.
Yes. A little bit too much sake.
Or opium.
One of the
And
two.
other drugs. Yeah.
Or maybe not enough money.
Or
That's
maybe
a
they,
bitch.
yeah. Or maybe they didn't pay the right guy.
Maybe. Okay, back to RP of things.
Okay.
Do you know a gentleman named Eddie?
Oh, Eddie, yeah. The hair,
And
yes.
Catherine?
The hair.
Eddie the hair.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Oh, Kathy. Catherine, yeah. She and Kathy were here. And we talked.
I know. You wouldn't happen to have Eddie's phone number, would you?
Yeah. I have Eddie's number.
Would you mind sharing it with me? I need to have words with him.
Are you one of Eddie's friends too?
You could say that.
Okay. Then I have no problem sharing his number with you.
Okay, Eddie gets a phone call.
Yeah.
From
Right, the
Number
Harvest.
no,
Or-
she's using her phone.
From a brand new number. A brand new number calls your phone, Eddie, as you're on your way to the police station.
I don't know. What if it's being monitored? What if it's
You
the
don't-
Illuminati?
You don't have to take it. I mean, at best, it's a telemarketer. At worst, it's the Illuminati. Like,
You say that like there's a difference.
Yeah.
yeah, true.
Oh, also, I do need 2 fate chips for my refresh.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Anyone else who is below refresh and needs fate chips?
I need fate chips.
Are you below your refresh?
No.
All right.
I was
Then
about
you
to say
get
that.
then you get to earn them like a good little player.
Never hurts to ask.
I know.
Has Caitlin's trouble come up yet?
Nope.
No,
Like even once?
no. I was expecting it to come up when Legion was going to be a big thing, but you guys are basically ignoring all of the city aspects.
Yep.
It's kind of Dresden. We go straight to the supernatural.
Sorry.
Okay. Eddie will reluctantly answer the phone.
All right.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, Eddie. It's Tabby. Do you know where Catherine is?
Eddie, someone's calling you about Catherine.
And I know who she is, though, right?
No, you have no clue who Tabby is.
I thought you said
You know
that
she
Tabby
stole
she'd been
my-
introduced to him.
No. Tabby, you've heard in the girl talk about her new boyfriend.
Okay.
Eddie has actually not heard very much about Catherine's life.
Okay.
Okay, so
That
from my story, we never actually met. She just stole my amulet.
Yes, exactly.
Admittedly, you probably met, but admittedly, that was years ago.
In college.
Yeah, in college. Do you remember everyone you met in college?
Yes.
Only the ones who steal from me. No. All right. So he doesn't recognize her. That's okay.
Yeah.
That is actually true.
What? Who are you? Do you have her?
No, I am a friend of hers. She said she was doing something for you. She's now not answering her phone, and she's not at her apartment.
I know.
Do you know where she might be?
That's what I'm finding out.
And where are you looking for this information, if I might ask?
Wait, how do I know you're who you say you are?
I don't want to come up with this off the fly, but Tabby tells you a story about college that you would think only a friend of Catherine's would know.
You could also probably describe a birthmark on Catherine.
Probably one of those two things, something that only a friend of Catherine would actually know.
Or someone holding her hostage.
Or some
Or a weird quirk about Catherine that you realize someone that spent a lot of time around her would probably pick up, but someone having kidnapped her for 2 days, probably not.
She's not been kidnapped for 2 days. She's been gone not very often, not very long.
Oh, okay. So this would be information that someone who's known her a long time would have. Like description of her, like something weird in her dorm room, or a weird tick, or an old story, or something that would say, "Hey, I'm friends with her."
The birthmark. She's describing Catherine's personality really, really well. Unfortunately, Eddie, you've been far too occupied in getting her away from the White Court vampires in order to really dig into her as a person.
Yep. He's not a very good boyfriend.
No, you're not yet a really good boyfriend, but after you rescue her, you're going to be the best boyfriend. So, earn your NPC. Earn it. Anyway.
I mean,
so,
that sounds like her, I guess.
She's got the birthmark also down, so.
Look, I'm currently at the police station. We're going to try to track from the direction of where her phone last called. She said she was at the docks, which is not incredibly specific.
No, it isn't. Do you know where she was investigating for you?
No, which is precisely why I'm here.
You have a list of tattoo parlors.
Which police station?
Oh,
What, he does or she does? I do.
You do. You do, because you went to
Who
the.
has the list of tattoo parlors?
You do.
I do.
Abby has the list.
Oh,
of
okay.
tattoo parlors.
also, actually, we have a location for a police station that we should probably be at, I believe.
Yeah.
That list is somewhere.
You're heading to the 1PP Plaza.
Yes, that one.
DM, does Tabby recognize any of the tattoo parlors on that list?
Yeah, you know several of them.
Look, if you know anything that could help me find her, it'd be greatly appreciated.
That's part of the reason for this phone call. Because I'm probably as worried as you are. I know a couple of these places she was visiting.
Oh, you know where she was?
Yes. She had a list of tattoo shops she was investigating.
Huh.
You also know she was she left. You also remember she mentioned to you going to visit tattoo parlors
Yeah.
and asking about the Freemasons of Frederick.
Okay. Now that's to Eddie.
Oh no, it's
Tabby.
to Tabby.
Okay.
Tabby.
Yep.
I don't think she really mentioned the Freemasons to Eddie, or was that to Parvis and Eddie?
She no. You guys are the ones who told her about the thing that's totally not the Freemasons.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then when she said Freemasons, you're like, yeah, Freemasons. Like, so you sent her off investigating bad information.
Yes, I know a few of these places. Would you like me to meet you at the police station, or should I go to one of the tattoo parlors, Mr. Eddie?
I guess it'd be best to go to some of the parlors, since I actually don't know exactly where she went. Maybe you can talk to someone who pointed her in that direction. Be careful, though. Who knows if they're actually working with the people.
As far as I know, you're the one who pointed her in this direction, Eddie.
Are you accusing me?
I just said nothing of the sort, Eddie. Nothing at all. I guess I'll go to one of these parlors and see what I can find out. Let me know what you find.
All right.
Here's a quick question. After the fight between Sean and Tabby, at any other point did they run into each other or settle things?
Nope.
Probably not.
As far as I know, you're still a dangerous dragon that's on the loose, and as far as you know, I'm still a sword-wielding maniac.
Oh no,
Yes.
she knows quite a bit more about you.
Yep.
Keep in mind, you have dealt with her grandfather, who will very easily tell her very specific things about you.
But I have not learned anything else about her.
No.
Alright.
He's not going to tell you about the person he actually cares about.
No, that's suggesting I will. I'm not suggesting I will have learned anything about her from him. Just asking. Christ.
I mean, I am assuming that there are plenty of things that you would have got that you have encountered in your hunts that have gotten away, and you are like, man, I should really figure out what the hell that thing was.
Okay, so Tabby's going to check out some of the tattoo parlors, the one she knows. The one she knows where she knows the owners or one of the artists or something.
All right. What are you looking for?
She's gonna pull up a picture on her phone because she switches out the SIM card, and see if they've seen her. And
yeah. Almost every place you go says she came in here babbling something about Freemasons and weird, tattoos that she had some kind of crude drawing of, and some chick named Sarah McPherson or something
was part of her babbling.
Yeah. It was apparently it was about saving some pouring out queer guy from being I don't know, abused or something. I don't know.
As she's talking to these people, she would be spreading rumors that this poor woman is just off her rocker and that she really needs to find her, and if they have any information about where she might be, it would be
she seemed kind of demented.
She's She's mostly harmless. It's just sometimes she gets ideas in her head, and I want to find her before she.
You're not with the cops, are you?
No,
Like-
I'm just I'm a concerned friend of hers. That's all.
All right. Oh yeah, because you're going to shops. You're not always meeting with the people you know. The people you know are, of course, greeting you and they're giving you information. Some of them don't know because some of them weren't there when she showed up, or aren't there right now. But like it's like for the most part, they're like, yeah, she came in here. She asked a whole bunch of questions, and she left.
Tabby would also ask, did she talk to anyone outside of the shop? Did anyone come up to her after she asked questions?
Roll me contacts. You do not have that as a skill, so you roll it at a 0.
What was that again? /R space.
Yes, or you can use the thing.
How many dice?
0 dice because you have it at a 0.
So why am I rolling? Because I don't have any dice.
4 dice.
4 dice.
No, you roll 4 dice. Sorry.
That's what I was getting at. Thank you. And then I don't have any adders because I don't have any. I got a 1.
You got a 1. All right, that is an average result. So, admittedly, you can spend a chip to tag your high concept to add 2 to this. Because you are a biker chick with an attitude who probably knows these people and actually does have some contacts, even though they aren't actually represented on your sheet.
Well, yes. I mean, she's gotten tattoos from at least one of these shops. So, I mean, she knows these people. Hold on. I don't know. I put the chip on my face, and I don't know what to do with it.
1 second. Boop. Now it's gone.
There we go. I was about to say, you have to push a button.
Yeah, no, I have to delete it. You spent the chip. So that is a roll of +3, which is a good roll. Literally the adjective that describes +3 is good. So you're asking around, and one of your contacts says something like, "Yeah, there was a guy in here who said he might know about her, and like he was kind of a squirrely guy. He's been hanging around in this area a lot recently. Not sure I got his name, but he said that he knew her. I tried to warn her about him. I mean, I didn't get the best vibe from him, but he said that he could show her the place."
What did he look like, and what direction did they go?
All right. You didn't get this from me, Tabby. All right.
Of course not.
No.
We never talked.
God, yeah. He went right out of here.
Okay.
And he gives you a description of a person.
Mm-hmm.
It almost sounds like he's describing Parvis.
Okay. Is it Parvis or close?
It's vague enough that it could be.
Okay.
Although he does describe a tattoo on the guy's hands. Parvis had a tattoo on his hand. How close of a? Give me an alertness roll.
Okay. Because I know I have alertness on my sheet somewhere.
Yes.
Hold on. I'm looking at other things. I apologize. Ooh, right. Okay. I got a 1, too.
1. All right.
Dice hate me.
Average. I mean, he could be describing it. He's describing a tattoo that's very similar, if not the same.
Okay. I head off in the direction that he indicated.
All right. He is directing you towards the East River.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up a map on my phone and look for like the nearest docks in the current direction that I'm heading.
All right.
And I'm going to call Eddie. Or text Eddie, whichever one's easier.
All right, we're gonna go to Eddie. Eddie, so you guys walk into the police station.
Okay. Do I get a
You're in
text
the police
and or call?
station.
Or not yet?
These
Sean,
things are happening simultaneously.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I followed her with what she was doing. You hung up the call, and then you arrived at the police station.
Okay.
So
okay.
Eddie and Sean, you're at the station.
We separate because Sean has to deal with his bounty thing.
All right, Sean, what are you doing?
As I'm going to go to the front desk with a cutout of the paper, a picture from the paper, and say, "I'm here about this."
Right. The guy looks up at you, looks down at the paper, reaches towards his gun, and looks up at you.
I got both my hands up. Both my hands are visible.
Have you taken your swords in?
No.
All right.
Why would I bring swords into a police station?
I don't know. I wanted to ask.
Third question would be, why did I get this far into the police station with swords on my back?
People wouldn't understand. I'm assuming that you walk right in. I'm assuming this is the front desk.
I am unarmed.
That you're going up to. All right.
Yes.
So now, so the guy, he puts his hands up. The guy kind of draws and just points it at you. He says, "Get down on your knees." Reaches for his radio and says police code into it. Pretty soon, people are in there, and you're being arrested.
Right. So, I don't think this is actually proper protocol right here. Namely, drawing a lethal weapon on me and telling me to get on my knees like this. Especially since I came into the station with this information.
Okay. This is what happens. If you would like to write up the police for misconduct, please do so. I will be sure that the IAB gets it in file. Anyway, but yeah, no. You're arrested and you're dragged off. Eddie, you get to see this.
Well then. Never trust the police. Got it.
Good news, Eddie. You're kind of as you're kind of standing there, you see Detective Perriman kind of walk through the door and immediately start talking to someone.
So I'll sort of walk over to him, try to get his attention without necessarily interrupting the conversation.
Yeah.
Hello?
I want to make sure that we get him off the streets. You got it, Perriman? Yes, sir, police chief. All right.
Back off. Don't want to annoy him in front of the police chief.
Right.
Does he walk away?
The guy walks away, and Perriman's kind of are you walking up to him?
Yeah. That sounded rough.
Kind of looks at you, and looks at the hair, and he goes, Eddie? Eddie Denton?
Yeah, that's right. You remember me.
What are you doing here?
Actually, I had a favor to ask of you.
Favor? Well, like, is it like a parking ticket or something? Because it's not really my department, but I can see what I could do.
No. I'm worried about someone, but I'm not sure I have time to file missing persons. What happened was... Sorry, I'm thinking to myself. Is this a convincing story? Is telling the truth a convincing story enough? Probably. Anyone, any suggestions?
You could try the truth, but I don't know if he's going to believe you.
Yeah. Whatever. So, yeah. He tells him the truth. Yeah. So my girlfriend called me, but in the middle of the call, I swear I heard her scream and she got the phone, and I've called her and she hasn't returned any of my calls since. So I was wondering if you could try to track the last known location of that phone call.
Well, yeah, sure. Come on over here, and I'll make a police report, and I'll get right on it.
Okay, do you have any idea how long that might take? We're worried about her safety.
Look, you've done the right thing, Eddie. If you think that she's in trouble, you've come to us. We're gonna make sure it gets solved. All right? We're here to serve and protect.
All right.
All right. So he pulls Eddie aside, and Eddie, you are pulled into a police report. Sean, you are handcuffed, thrown in a cell, and left to wait for hours.
Hold on a second. God damn, why is the Wi-Fi so fucking slow? I'm literally in this house alone.
I'm running on DSL, man.
I'm running 2.4 network. Nobody else is in the house. It's password protected. It's taking goddamn forever to do anything.
I'm sorry.
Provider is, but I know they're fucking assholes.
Caitlin,
Yep.
what happened with you? What were you up to after the whole police thing? You just went home?
We got into an argument with Sean and Eddie because she was talking to the nice lady.
Oh yeah, the nice lady. And you went home to get rid of your what's it called? Your condition with
Yep.
with Maddie. All right. So unfortunately, Caitlin, you are currently healing. Don't worry, it's healing.
It's only a mild consequence, so it'll be gone soon.
Oh yeah, that condition.
Alright. So Brandon,
Yes.
they have not arrested me. They have put me into detention because they do not have proper probable cause for
They've
arrest
arrested
yet.
you.
No, they have not, because that is highly illegal. I just looked up police procedures because this seems suspicious. They can detain me, which is what has happened.
Oh, it's
They
super
cannot
suspicious.
arrest me.
All right, you're being detained. You're right. They are detaining you. You're right. They would want us not declare an arrest yet. They would not want to declare an arrest yet. Just try to leave them. All right. Because no, the police, of course, always try to delay declaring an arrest because that gives them a whole lot more time.
And they also can't just put this off either, because I've come in specifically to settle the wanted posted thing.
Yeah.
If they start putting this off, it's actually going to be obstruction of justice.
Don't worry. you're going to be sitting for a couple hours, but as soon as Eddie's done, Detective Perriman will come for you.
Actually, one time I mentioned that. No, maybe not.
So
It'd be
Eddie,
suspicious if I try to say, "Hey, I think there was a mistake with that guy. You guys arrested right there."
what do you mean mistake?
Well, what did he do?
I'm not at liberty to discuss ongoing cases. Look, Eddie, you're a
Yeah.
friend, but that guy is serious bad news. Like, there's like
I am accused of beating up some kids and stealing their
Shut
stuff.
up! Shut up! You have no idea what you're actually accused of.
Yes, I do. It's in the fucking paper.
Oh yeah, I do remember that actually. That was the first. That was the first session.
Yeah.
You know one of the things you're accused of.
Oh boy. All right, what is he saying though? Before
Oh no, but this
before
guy
a
has a
voice out of
guy.
nowhere.
That guy has a list of charges longer than anyone I've ever seen. Like assault with a deadly weapon, attempted murder, terroristic, threats, hijacking, arson. He's not leaving here for a good long while. I hope he has a really. Is the other reason the only way he's walking out is if he has a really really good lawyer.
Huh. Well then, so about Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
Here's her number. Track it, please.
All right, I'll get on it. Hopefully, look, I'm not supposed to do this, but if I hear anything, I'll let you know.
All right, thanks.
All right, Eddie. You get a phone call.
Hello.
Tabby. It's you.
Hello. Hello, Eddie. It's Tabby again.
Hello, suspicious person.
Sorry. It's a rather unusual situation we seem to find ourselves in. I have some information.
Oh. Cool.
Or rather, I have a rough location.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Eddie sort of looks around and sort of exits the room or goes somewhere a bit more private. If that's possible, Brandon. Like he's in a police station, so would there be somewhere where he wouldn't really be listened in on?
You're in a police station.
Brandon?
Yeah, you're gonna have to walk out of the police station.
Okay, is that all right? Hold on a second. And he tells Detective, what's his name? Perriman. He has to take. Yeah, sorry, I got to take this. Just let me know. Thanks. So Eddie goes outside. Says, "All right, what'd you find out?"
You're right. She did head towards the docks on the East River.
On the East River.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like a street or something? Street name?
Yeah, Brandon, did she find like the dock area in the general direction she was wandering? Yeah, she gives you the location.
Like, admittedly, it might not be the dock you're at, but it could be the dock you're at.
All right, great.
It's a lead.
More than I got from
It's
the
a lead.
police.
We're gonna try it.
Look, I can be there really soon, but my friend who's actually really good at fighting kind of got arrested for some reason, so...
Okay.
I'll be there soon. Okay.
All right.
All right. Meet you there. Eddie hangs up, and
Sure.
he'll actually call if he has her number. He'll call Riley because it seems like Sean was not given a.
Riley does not have a number.
Oh.
You
Or
can
just
call the
the
house
house.
number.
Yeah. It sounds like they arrested Sean without giving him a chance.
Oh,
for a
what
phone
the
call.
hell? Why am I covered in fate chips?
You'll see.
7 pay chips. Wow. Is that one for each crime he's accused of?
Oh my
Nope.
god.
Anyways, yeah, I'll call the house number. Does anyone pick up?
Hello?
Is this one of the kids?
It might be.
Hello? This is Eddie. Is Riley there?
I don't know. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
That's
They
right.
know
I'm not
him.
a stranger.
He
You know
babysat
me.
them.
I'm Eddie. You know, Sean's pal. With the hair. You know me.
Oh! I can talk to you.
Great, great. So, do you know if Riley's there?
Mommy's not here.
Oh, no. Do you know where she is or when she might be back? Or a number I can reach her at?
She's
really
out
important.
hunting the bad guys.
Of course. Of course. That's what she does. She's really good at that. All right. Well, if when she gets back, tell her to call me. It's very important. Okay?
Okay.
All right, he'll hang up. I'm sure that won't happen. All right. Crap. Do I know anyone who's a good lawyer?
You have contacts.
I have contacts. I probably know someone who knows a good lawyer.
Oh, god damn it, what now?
What?
It's another fate chip.
Yes. You have 8.
I've never seen that many on one person at once.
I don't know what's going on. Also, I'm not even sure about the validity of most of the crimes that he referenced.
Anyways.
Oh yes. Most of the crimes they might not be real. You're definitely charged with them.
Also, Are you sure I'm charged with them or suspected of them? Because there is a difference.
Charged.
So they know who I am.
Yes.
Exactly who I am. My name and where I live and all the details.
They have descriptions and things like that. They have enough to piece it together.
Right, but I'm not charged with it, I'm suspected of it. You know what the
There
difference
may be
is, right?
warrants.
There may be warrants for somebody of my description, but until
Right.
I am identified and the charges are brought to me, I'm not charged with them, I'm suspected.
You're under arrest. Don't worry about it. All right.
I am worried about this because you're overviewing a lot of police protocols, and that's very important when we're dealing directly with police protocols.
Sean, Connor, this is a game that is based off of the logic of TV shows, not necessarily always the logic of practical police procedure.
And the police are corrupt as all get out.
Yeah, they are incredibly corrupt. In fact, I would like
You know,
to point you to one of the
next time we come to a
aspect
police
is
station, I want you to remind me
of
of this.
greed and vainglory. City of Greed and Vainglory is one of the things that you're getting a chip for, because some of the people who are coming after you are the White Court.
are.
All right.
Right, are you going to
Here's
finish
what
the
I'm-
sentences?
I said, are the White Court. Here's the chip for, this chip is for City of Greed and Vainglory, because this is obviously a ruse by some very powerful people. Probably the houses Vandermeer and the Pride House, which is, the name is slipping off my tongue. Here is a chip for your past adventures in Frederick, because you have a history, and that history has garnered you some plenty of enemies. Here is a chip for always a hero, because you do go out and do heroic things, and thus there is evidence of you going out and doing things that are at least quasi-legal, if not fully illegal. Always ready for a fight. There's physical evidence of you assaulting people. Whether or not those people are actually monsters doesn't matter, because the police aren't hearing that they're monsters. You're a supernatural detective, which also puts you on the radar of other people and makes them even more likely to get go out and stop you. This is entrenched with Lady Shay, because you have obviously done work for Shay and Brian, probably wanting with them, probably hunting down things that are monstrous, but then again, that's things that can be used again to hurt you. And here's Expatriated from Olympus and Shame of Olympus, which are the last two things that were keeping you, keeping this hammer from falling down upon you as a character. But now that you are both the laughingstock of Olympus and expatriated from them, you are not under their protection anymore.
What is this one?
The long-term aspect you got from the from being taken out by the pastor.
Right, so I can see why these are no longer protecting me, but I don't see why they're applying against me.
You're getting chips for them because they're also causing you problems.
No, they're just not keeping these problems from affecting me. There is a difference.
Very well. I will take away 2 chips. You now have 6 chips.
Rejecting free chips.
Right, so this is White Court's coming after me. This one was, what was it?
What is being tagged here is past adventures in Frederick, the city's aspect, entrenched with Lady Shay, always a hero, ready for a fight, and supernatural detective. Basically, every single one of your aspects has come back to bite you in the butt in the perfect storm.
Alright, so I'll take the compel for always a hero. And the compel for, let's see, supernatural detective. And the compel for entrenched with Lady Shane or Knight. I'll pay 3 fate chips to pay off the other 3.
City of Vainglory is staying.
No, it's not. What the hell is this one? Russian? Ah, I think yes. What?
Are you giving me another chip?
I'm thinking about it.
Delicious 5 chips. You have 8. Or 2.
Very well. You are being arrested for various reports of criminal activity that you have undergone when you were fighting, and when you're on various things. You have a several long rap sheet that has been cut down, no longer containing various trumped up charges, but now containing only things that you have actually done.
All right.
You are arrested and you are being held. We're moving on to other people. So, Eddie, you're meeting up with Tabitha?
Yep, Tabby.
All right.
So you see a guy with crazy hair walking up to you.
She knows who you are.
He doesn't know who you are, though, so he's sort of looking around.
She walks over, comes up beside you, and says, "Hello, Eddie."
Are you just walking over plainly, or you just sort of walk up while he's not looking?
No, she walks up while you're watching her.
It's okay. So you must be Tabby.
Last I checked.
All right, then. But now that we're here, and I'm alone, I'm kind of wondering... How do I know you're not with them?
God damn it! That's a cue for me to do this.
Yes.
There
Do
you go.
what?
He's a paranoid conspiracy theorist. He's getting a chip to not trust you.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
And
Brandon can call BS on this, but Tabby pulls something out of her pocket that she knows Catherine has the other half of, from them being like best friends or something, like a best friend's necklace or a matching friendship bracelet or something.
Sure.
But clearly the other half, because he would
Declaration.
recognize Catherine's half.
All right. You know, she's got something, but that doesn't mean she didn't take it from the other person or get a copy made of.
Yeah, you see, he is very paranoid.
He is very paranoid. To be fair, it served him well.
Yeah, but he says, yeah, but they make those everywhere. Like, it's not like something you made with your own two hands.
Tabby tells him the story of how they got it. Again, a story only someone who knows Catherine really well would know.
All right. All right. So
But does Eddie know the story?
He might. I don't know.
All right. So,
Why not?
Trying to pull the BFF cards here and see what.
Yeah,
What
I know.
if-
BFF cards.
Wait. What if I were to take that chip? Oh, well, not first thing off. What if I were to tag your aspect, trained and tutored by Master Torres? Then you sort of use that to establish common ground. Would that be a thing I could do, Brandon? Maybe you saw Eddie at one of his classes.
No.
She knows you from college.
Yeah, she knows you from college. Master Torres has raised her since she was a baby.
6.
Baby.
Okay.
6 is baby to me.
Whatever you say, Master.
All right. Anyway.
Look.
But no, you are a new student of Hector Torres.
Yes.
Would Tabby know that?
Not necessarily. I'm assuming if you get any private lessons, it's in the basement in his personal dojo. You don't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you see the normies?
Yeah. Like he's a mortal mook who works for your granddad. So he probably is the superintendent of that building and also runs a dojo for training people. And he's probably one of his star pupils. He just hasn't introduced you yet because he doesn't really introduce you to star pupils. Because you're like family to him, and
Oh.
he doesn't like, you know.
And Eddie's a weirdo.
Yeah, Eddie's a creep. Like, he's a well-off weirdo. Like, it's like he means well enough, but man, is he weird.
Okay.
I assume that well-off meant that he had good living conditions.
Yeah,
Like, had money to spare.
yeah, that's what it means.
Yes. I'm not filthy. I'm just weird.
Yeah, less of a creep, but more just odd.
Okay,
Okay.
on.
Yeah, like, eccentric, I guess.
Yeah, I can.
There's
I
a
Not in a
self-difference.
non-endearing way. In a non-endearing.
There's a subtle difference between somebody who's creepy and somebody who is weird or unusual.
Yes. Anyway, we're not going to
Okay.
get hung up on this. We're going to continue past.
Okay. Can we agree, at least for the moment, that both of us are looking for Catherine?
I guess.
Okay.
Well, I'm here alone. If you're doing something, you probably could have already done it. So
Yes, probably. But Catherine told me not to hurt you.
she did. Aw, so sweet of her. Wait, why do you want to hurt me?
You made her lose her job.
Oh, that. Yeah, I did do that.
Yeah,
I'm very
all right, Eddie. No, that's the thing. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Face palm in character.
Yeah, Eddie. She might be the Illuminati still. If she is, she has damned good information.
All right. Well, where should we start?
Docks are that way.
All right. Look for signs of struggle, I guess, or her phone on the ground that was left.
Yeah, I'm looking too.
All right, that is going to be
And I'll-
investigation.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to tell Eddie about the description that I got of the guy that looks a lot like his friend.
Yeah. Oh, admittedly, the guy that you described, he was described wearing wearing dirty clothes, like, filthy, soiled outfits.
Was that
same-
what Parvis was wearing?
Parvis was wearing a very fine silk robe with no
Okay.
pants.
Well, yeah, no pants. But okay, so I'm pretty sure it's not Parvis, but
Well,
looks a lot
admittedly,
like him.
it's not Parvis. It's not Parvis but that's assuming that Parvis doesn't own dirty clothes.
He probably does, so we're not sure. She's not sure.
Eddie'd be sure, but no. She describes someone wearing clothes that sound similar in quality to the ones that Parvis used to wear until the dragon gave him that robe, and then he's only been wearing that robe. You're
Yeah.
fairly certain he burned the other clothes.
Huh.
They didn't just get up and walk away on their own because they were that dirty.
Nope.
Okay.
Sounds like a dirty homeless guy.
Yes, it does.
What if it was those guys, the Legion? But what do they want with her? It was just
What are you talking about, Eddie?
the gang, the Legion. They
You've
kind of
heard
run
of-
the streets around here.
You've heard of the homeless family calling themselves Legion. They've been wandering around, and oh look! There they are now.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh, okay.
Legion on the streets. It is a city aspect. That means it is an aspect that is on the scene at any time, and you are walking around the outside of the city, just doing things. When you start, you see off in the distance what looks to be a horde of people. Alertness, both of you.
Okay.
Is it a surprise?
No.
Three! Yay! I actually did a decent roll this time.
All right.
Better than mine.
All right. Abby.
Not by much. Yes, sir.
Tabby, you are the one who is able to distinguish what seems to be the glint off of a hatchet. And you know, wielding hatchets are the sign of the Legion family. Legion is responsible for several murders.
Okay.
Who are those people walking towards us?
Nothing good. Go with me on this one. I'm gonna do a deceit. I'm going to grab Eddie's arm and try to make it look like we are a couple that has just gotten lost.
All right. Roll me your driving. Both of you.
Driving?
Yes. Driving is city knowledge.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm trying to pull the moment from the second Captain America movie, where she's trying to, where she's holding onto his arm and giggling to try and not make them look weird. That's what I'm trying to do here.
What you will know is it won't matter if you guys a rich couple walking alone in the park, perfect victims for the Legion.
Yeah, isn't gonna help. They look murderous.
Mine was shit.
Yeah. Okay, so Eddie, she starts trying to not hide, but being like, "Well, we'll just pretend we're a couple." Eddie, no. When she says Legion, no,
no,
that doesn't matter. It's they're almost like the mortal wild hunt. You can join you can give them their money and let them beat on you, or you can resist and let them kill you, or you can hide and run.
No, that won't work. We have to run now.
All right. Do you know which way we're going?
The other way.
Okay. Keep up.
So we start to flee.
One second. All right.
Wait, how does that work out? 2 pluses plus 2 is 0?
All right, well, I'm going to say that that's a -1.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
So, you guys, all right, you guys make a dash away, and they don't see you.
All right.
They do not give pursuit.
Eddie,
Yes.
what the insert long chain of Chinese curse words was Catherine
Eddie,
looking
you
into?
understood those!
He learned Chinese curse words?
He spent a trip to speak Chinese.
He knows
and then
Chinese.
didn't use it.
The colorful ones. The good ones.
He learned it in college because the Chinese are important financial partners. Anyways, but first off, that's very rude. Second off,
She stares at you a little weird, like, how did you know what she said? But okay.
what I went to college.
Yes, for about 5 minutes.
No, it was a few years, but anyways, that's not the point. Don't you know who those people are?
I'm
No.
aware.
I didn't tell her to go to the docks. I wanted to stay safe, but she wanted to get involved.
I'm sure she did. She's stubborn. What was she supposed to be looking into, Eddie?
I have a friend, Parvis.
I've met him.
He has really? How?
He's my neighbor.
That's really all right. All right.
Coincidental.
paranoid conspiracy theorist. Whole new level of distrust. Whole new angle of distrust coming out here.
Oh my god. I don't want to take it, but it's my character.
That is just entirely too much. Like, in order for that to work, they would have to be some kind of like twisted and like cruel being that controls all of our fates and is just weaving the world together to be just a giant mound of coincidence. And that can't be, because then your existence would be a lie.
Must resist. Must resist.
All right.
No.
So, fair enough. Fair enough. You might have to compel. That's fine. It's fine. She earned your trust fairly easily, also, so that it's all right. We're good. We're good. Gonna keep it.
Yep.
She's probably not Illuminati.
Probably not. No, it's just coincidence. She didn't try to get us killed by the Legion. That's good.
She almost did.
I'm sure the Legion are basically under the Illuminati's thumb anyways.
Oh, and Emily, I'll also probably explain, Tabby, I'm probably going to say that the reason your character didn't probably know about that is because you're used to nobody fucking with you. Like,
Exactly.
You're way used to it's like, no, I bash the heads in. Not you, silly.
Pretty much.
Yeah. The Legion is not in Chinatown. They have been kicked firmly out of Chinatown.
Oh, I'm gonna get an earful for this. I know.
Right. So Eddie, like, okay, that's very interesting. But Parvis is looking into his origins, his family, I guess, and she was looking for someone who could tell him about that.
You do know that she said he was looking for Parvis's sister.
Tabby knows this?
Yeah, that is something that was left in the message for you by Catherine. I'm going to keep reminding you of things that Catherine said that would be in your character's mind.
Yeah.
Good, because you know how horrible my brain is.
That's fine. No, it's...
That's right, we all have scattered brains here. Anyways,
Mine's made of numbers. It's been staring at tables for 4 days.
Anyway. Game.
Sorry.
Eddie says, yeah, that's a very interesting coincidence. But yeah, he's looking for his family, closest family, I guess.
Then, okay, she's looking for Parvis's sister.
How that got sent, how she got sent here, looking for Parvis's sister, I do not know. I wish
Why was she asking tattoo parlors about the Freemasons of Frederick?
Why? I thought we told her that's not...
She was asking tattoo parlors about the Freemasons of Frederick.
You told her all right, Eddie, you told her to forget about that.
I know. That's why Eddie's
memories don't work
is,
like that.
What? That's why he's sounding like befuddled and kind of annoyed.
I had to tell those tattoo shop owners that she's a little off her rocker, so they wouldn't think she was completely crazy.
I told her not to. I told her it had nothing to do with that. Ugh.
We both know how well Catherine listens.
Yeah, I meant it's not her strongest suit.
I don't even think it's on her deck of cards.
But she is very nice and cares a lot. So she ended up
Tell me about it.
But other than maybe the Legion abducted her, we have no idea. Oh God, what if they killed her? No.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
My fault.
It's okay.
And the Illuminati's fault. Bastards.
Tabitha is sort of clenching her fists a little bit. Like she's trying not to smash something.
Like Eddie's face.
I told Catherine I wasn't going to hit you.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
told her that, but you're a rebellious, dragon-blooded, gothic biker chick with an attitude. So,
Yes.
what you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna use one of my fate chips to buy that off because I'm best friends with Catherine, and I promised her I wouldn't do that.
All right, you want to
You
know
could
what?
just counter compel with Catherine Bryce's BFF.
Yeah, you're bringing that up. I will accept that. Actually, no, I'm not going to accept that because you're going to punch him for hurting Catherine. That could go both ways, unfortunately.
You're right on that
The only
one.
way she could.
Take the
Just
chip and
gain
shoot
this guy's
him.
trust.
He
Am I
deserves it.
really gonna slap him upside the head?
What if? I don't know. Does maybe you could counter compel with trained and tutored by Master Torres, given that he would teach you not to be wantonly
Don't
aggressive.
punch people for no reason.
You did describe.
Oh,
him.
there's a reason to punch Eddie.
You did
Never hit
There's a
describe.
first.
reason to punch Eddie.
You did describe him as a darker version of Master Miyagi.
Oh,
So he might have taught you to control it.
Probably. All right, I'm gonna do that one, and she's going to punch a light pole. And can I have her punch something else instead?
yes. How about this? Take the chip and just punch something else.
All right, I will take the chip, and I will punch let's see what's around that exists.
a crate,
How about a mailbox?
nice wood splinters. We're on the docks.
A bench.
Mailbox, telephone pole,
You could punch a
bench,
boat.
bus, shelter. I mean something.
No, a bus shelter. Bus
Random
shelter.
passerby. You
Eddie,
could punch that guy who's walking towards you.
Hush kit.
No, we're gonna punch the bike shelter.
All right,
One of the nice metal poles of a bike shelter.
make a roll. You do realize that your fists are not made of metal.
Yeah, I realize that this is gonna hurt like a son of a bitch, but I don't really care right now.
All right.
She needs to take out her aggression on something.
Roll
Give me a
fists
second.
to see how well you punch it. Who knows?
Oh,
Maybe
I
you won't
punch
hurt
it
yourself
really
and
well.
destroy the pole.
All right. So yeah, she shatters a bit of the glass and her hand.
Oh my God.
That's
What
your
the-
thing. So I'm assessing an aspect upon you, which is shattered hand bones
Okay.
or broken hand, but like you've broken your hand on this thing, and they aren't shattered, but
I'm
you're
sure she probably did.
Oh my God! Why would you do that? Are you okay? What?
I
Wow!
told
You shattered it.
Catherine I wouldn't hurt you, so I punched something else.
Oh, the pain is real. The
Yes,
pain
I'm sure it is.
real. Pain is real. Oh, fuck.
Yes,
Eddie
it hurts
slowly
like
backs
a
up.
son of a bitch.
It's like, whoa, okay, let's just calm down.
Master Torres is going to make me run laps for that one. Okay,
Torres
I'm
is
good.
the name that you know, Eddie.
Wait,
I'm good.
you mean
Actor?
sensei? Or would he be sensei? Is he Japanese?
I thought it was Chinese.
He's Chinese.
Chinese. Okay.
Could still be sensei.
He could, yeah, it could be Sensei. She calls him Master. It's fine.
Sensei Torres.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually teaches me. I'm in one of his classes.
Does he? He's an old friend. Ow. That's gonna hurt.
Do you want me to like take you to a hospital or something?
Mm.
I require medical attention.
I have stuff back at my apartment.
Are you sure? That looks pretty bad.
It's worse than the last time. I know somebody. I'll get it taken care of. We need to find Catherine right now.
All right.
Ow.
I mean, you're right. We do need to find Catherine. We should probably stop the bleeding.
It's not bleeding.
No? Okay.
The hand's a little like awkward, and it's hard for her to make a fist.
It's
But
swelling.
yeah, it's swelling.
All right, if you say so.
Ugh.
But where do you go to from here? I guess I can... I mean, I can ask around my contacts about the Legion have abducted me recently, but it's like they're gonna hear. I know.
Careful.
I know.
The Legion's not as fluffy as I am.
Kitlin, you're feeling good? Are you just gonna stay in the night, or are you gonna go out for a walk, or what? Steph, honey.
What?
I'm pausing in their scene because they're doing some talking. And I'm going, Kitlin, what are you doing? You've been quiet most of the game, so
Yeah, I can go out for a walk.
all right, going out for a walk.
What, not gonna snuggle with Maddie?
I was already doing that.
I mean, if you're
She
just
went
gonna
to
say
bed.
I stay in with Maddie, that's fine.
I'm going with Maddie went to bed, and as a fox, I'm kind of nocturnal.
All right. So, question: are you going out as a fox, or are you going out as Kitlin?
A fox.
Fox. All right. So you're wandering around, and oh my God, Eddie is cheating on Catherine with a dark-haired Asian woman. He's holding
Excellent.
her hand.
Sorry.
She's kind of caressing it lovingly, like, and looking at it, and oh my God, Eddie's a two-poor man.
Sorry,
Ready to
Eddie.
play,
So you are crazy like a fox. So I think you should do this.
And I rolled a 5 to bite him in the leg.
Eddie. Roll me alertness, Eddie. This is to avoid surprise.
Of course, the
You want me to
All
roll,
right. What?
You want me to roll stealth?
All right, sure.
I get a bonus to paranoid, probably, which is why it's a 5.
Alright. Stealth. And I think diminutive size gives me a +2.
I wouldn't know off that, but
Let me check. +4.
all right. So Eddie, roll me athletics if you want to try to dodge the bite.
So I see a fox running towards me, baring its teeth at the last second.
Oh, yeah. It's like at the last second you look down and there's a fox about to bite you.
Oh God!
Fling your foot forward. Take it by surprise.
Shit.
All right, Eddie.
3 minuses. Wow. Thanks, dice.
3
Then
minuses.
fate chip to re-roll. You are almost guaranteed to get better than 5.
Remember when I tried that last
You-
time and I re-rolled the same roll twice?
Just do it. You have the spare fate chips. You have -3 on the roll and +4 to it. Just spend the fate chip, man.
Or I could get bitten.
It is up to you.
I'm gonna
It's
get.
Do you
up
have
to
any
you.
idea how incredibly painful it's going to be if she has a 5 and you have a 1 on this?
It is a.
Plus her teeth are weapons.
Well, you also have a diminutive size, so the damage isn't massive.
Yeah,
But-
actually, the damage is only 1. I believe.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think weapons can stack with it, though, but it's still going to be like increments of 1, so it's not going to take up more than probably 2 to 3 stress boxes. So, not a big deal. Especially if you're a fist fighter.
1 second. Allow me to actually look at.
That's a good idea.
Because
Wait, no.
technically, if she has not taken claws on her her thing, which she has, all right, never mind. If she has claws, then all right. Claws is weapon 2. So fist attacks, which is what this would be, is weapon 2. And diminutive size,
Says when your sizes affect her in combat, you can only inflict 1 physical stress per attack, but this could be improved by damage bonuses from weapons.
all right. So that would mean a weapon. It would be a weapon. It would be a 3 stress hit.
Yeah.
Do you have a 3 stress box, Eddie?
I think I do.
All right.
Oh,
where's my
do I
sheet?
need to mark off anything
do.
for me breaking my hand against the bus shelter?
No, because that is not stress. That is all right. Here's about stress is not physical injury. Stress is your ability to avoid physical injury. You did not take stress for that. You took a physical injury.
Okay, I'm just like, where do I mark that on my sheet? But okay, fine.
Admittedly, it's just a random aspect. If it could have been considered as a consequence, it technically is kind of a consequence, but it's not going to take up one of your consequence slots. It's basically you did something, and me as the GM is saying that's going to do this thing. You have this aspect on you now.
Yeah,
Like
that's like a temporary aspect.
admittedly, if you go to a hospital and you get it bandaged up, it's going to be fine, and it's going to be like it's not there at all. All right.
Okay.
We'll just have a flavor thing that you've got a slight bandage on your hand as the fingers are wrapped up.
So
It's
I'd also
a bit
like to
odd.
say, in the slight moment before this bite occurs, does Eddie recognize the fox as Kit?
Make an alertness test without a surprise thing. Nope, some fox.
Yeah.
All right. So Eddie is just barely able to, yank his feet out from the jaws of this fox. Kitlin, are you running off, or are you continuing to harass him?
Wait, no, she bites me. I don't dodge that.
No. You dodge it. Physical
I do?
stress is a dodge, not a bite.
Okay.
So
I take 3 stress?
Yeah, you
Okay.
have to like duck and dive and like you duck and dive and kind of like, whoa, just what the hell, to get away from it, but she doesn't actually bite you.
Okay.
I've been reading more of the rules. I am going to start running the rules a little more as written and being less freeform, which is going to mean that skills will only work for their trapping, even if in the past they have worked in other ways. Those house rules are no longer in effect.
Okay.
Did you repeat that? Your voice is like all skippy for me.
Skills. I've continued brushing up on the rules because I had been being pretty lax, and I am going to start enforcing rules a little bit more to how they're written, which means that certain skills are only going to be able to do certain trappings. So even if in the past we've used a skill for something, if it didn't actually have that trapping, it will no longer be used for that thing. All right. So Eddie, Kitlin, you're here. I think this is. Do both of you want to declare this is physical conflict? Or, like, my question is, how committed is Kitlin to biting Eddie?
Not that committed.
Not that committed.
Like-
Are you gonna just yip and bark at him, or are you gonna run off?
Or
No, she's gonna like bound a couple yards away and then start yipping at him.
he'll be like, "What the hell is that?"
Do you know that fox?
No, I don't. Wait a minute.
When
Is
she
that-
says, "Do you know that box?" It can only be one of them.
Is that Kitlin? Is that you? What the hell?
She grabs her tail in her mouth.
So Eddie's talking to a probably rabid fox.
Tabby
Well, you did
pulls her
ask
hand
do I
away
know that fox.
and steps away a little bit.
Is Tabby pulling out her lighter?
No,
All right.
not at the moment.
So,
You know
Eddie,
that fox.
Eddie, that you might not. It might not actually be Kitlin. It might be a rabid fox. Retarded fox. It's biting its tail.
Whoa. Okay.
This rabbit needs to be put down.
Yeah, Eddie's not animal control, so
Kit, roll me alertness, please.
I have a 2 if to pick up on small details.
No, small details are fine. Kitlin, you recognize the dirty hoe bag that Eddie's cheating on Catherine with. It's that girl that you helped escape, like getting backroomed once.
Let go of my tail and go over and sniff at her.
oh god, back up. It might be rabid.
Yeah, I'm jumping away from the fox, a little confused about why there's a fox sniffing at me.
Definitely her. She looks really scared. Is it lighter time?
It
What does this lighter mean?
it might be, but I'm not blasting fire at her. The lighter is in a leather thong around her neck,
All right.
where it would be less likely for someone to steal it. There's a back off, fox.
Like an amulet one uses for channeling ghosty powers?
Yeah. Something like that.
Not ghosty powers, though.
Okay. It's alright, he's over it. He got
You
got
don't
used
know
to.
she stole it from you. You have no clue she stole it from you.
Okay.
And it's not that amulet. That amulet's elsewhere.
Alright.
That is in her shiny box.
And your hoard? Your hoard?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's hanging on her wall in her apartment.
Did we actually
Okay.
decide it was hanging on the wall? Because it's that pretty.
Yes, it's that pretty. And,
Okay.
And that way he sees it when he walks in and he can go, "Hey!
Excellent.
It's my
Right.
shiny now.
It is your shiny now.
right.
Take it from me."
Back to the crazy fox.
Yeah.
The rabbit
Yes.
fox. Obviously
She
just
sits
a
down and
rabbit
tilts her
fox.
head to the side. Like, why are you all yelling at me?
I think it must be late stages of rabies. It's acting really weird.
Yeah, it could be rabies. It could be syphilis. There are several other diseases that affect the brain.
Just slowly back away. Just slowly back away.
Okay, hold on. Let's try logic here. Cute little fox, if you don't mean us any harm, kindly sit down and wag your tail.
Wags her tail.
What? Caitlin, that's you? What the hell?
Does she sit down and wag her tail against the floor?
She was already sitting.
Okay.
So yeah, Eddie exclaims, wait, Caitlin, is that you? What the hell?
The name Kitlin rings a bell.
Kitlin? Kitlin! Oh, good lord.
Why are you trying to chomp my leg?
She chuckles.
Tabby puts the lighter away.
Are you crazy?
My night's cute.
She just smiles.
Yeah, and by smiles means her fox mouth just opens. Like, ha! Actually, let me make
Little creepy fox smile. Okay.
let me make the face. All right, 1 second. All right, so this face is like, ha! I'm a fox.
Yeah.
Heather, if you're putting your cam back on, I'll put mine on there. Ah.
No, I wanted to see your face, dude. That was all. And your camera turned off when I turned mine off, so I had to turn mine back on to see you. I'm just like, you guys don't need to see my rather messy bedroom.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, that's that's a face. That's the face of the fox. All right. So yeah.
Aw.
Anyway, so you guys are there.
What? Why are you here? Why did you try to bite me? Just, damn it. Let's just go, okay? Let's just get out of the street so we don't look crazy talking to a fox.
We're gonna
Too
walk
late.
that batch must have been really bad. Come on, let's go. And she starts walking back in towards Chinatown, heading towards one of the convenience stores that she knows to pick up a pack of ice.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't
Rather
seem...
go in and grab some ice, she doesn't even put it in a bag. She just takes it, and the owner knows who she is and doesn't say anything.
Yeah. So are you guys following her?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Normally, when you guys walk into Chinatown, it is a very different experience than what you have right now. Like, you are given dirty glares. The only people that do talk to you are like shoving like weird fishes in your face and like trying to get you to buy things. But as you walk in with Tabby, like, Way's part for you. Like, she's goddamned royalty. Like, every store owner looks at her and looks away. When she walks into the store, the owner looks up and then just goes about his business. She pulls an item off the shelf and just starts doing things with it. And the store owner is just pretending like absolutely nothing's going wrong. Like, just, nope. Like,
She will leave money on the counter
mm-hmm.
and walk out.
Yeah. He just, without even looking, he sort of looks and turns and sees the money, and he takes it and he puts it away, like not acknowledging her at all.
So are you like some kind of preferred customer?
You could say that.
Speaking of which, you don't seem particularly surprised that I'm talking to a fox.
It takes a lot to surprise me most days.
Oh yeah, there are people who are like looking down at the fox. Some people are getting brooms. They're trying to like brush it away, and other people are going, no.
Tabby's
stop.
Tabby's gonna reach down and make it very clear that the fox is with her, and sort of scratches the fox's head a little bit, so it's very clear to everybody that the fox is with her and that they're not to mess with it.
Now everyone with the broom is like, oh shit, oh fuck, I'm dead, I'm dead. messed with the dragon lady's fox.
Throw the broom down, get on their knees.
Tabby
Emily.
doesn't look at them angrily at all. Just continues walking, but has made it very clear that the fox is with her and that no one should mess with it.
Yeah. And Millie, you do see people that there are some people that are coming up. There are some people coming up, talking to Tabby, and going away. She's being given things, like as she walks past as she starts approaching a food vendor. A little child comes up to her and hands her like 3 things of like the meat on a stick that the guy was selling.
Tabby takes it with a smile and passes one to each of her friends.
Caitlin sits
Including
at
the
her-
fox.
Including the fox. Yeah,
Backward.
she gives it to the fox too.
Sits upright.
Eddie, you hear someone yelling, Miss Yuza, it's like they came back. They came back. You said they wouldn't, and they came back.
What happened?
I was sitting. This is all happening in Chinese.
Okay.
It's like I was there. The boys who broke my window. They came in again, and they knocked over my counter, and they knocked over one of my counter displays.
Okay.
I am current on my payments. These are
I
the
know.
things that you deal with. And now I'm going to give you a tip.
Okay. I know. Let me see what happened. Let us see what we can do about getting you back on your feet again, all right?
Very good. I pay. This not happen. This doesn't happen.
Let's see if that new camera we put in got a picture of the faces of these boys, and I will get them taken care of, all right? Now that we are able to know what they look like, we'll be able to find them and have words with them. Take me to your store. Let's see what we can do to get you back on your feet, all right?
You go in his store, like there's an, you watch the tape, there's an altercation. He definitely is yelling at the boys, and one of them, one of them bumps something, and he starts getting up in their face, and another one of them, when he sort of comes at him, just takes the thing and throws it at him, almost like in a defensive gesture.
Okay. Tabby's going to make a phone call to one of her grandfather's men and tell them that they need to come to the store and take a look at this tape, find these boys, and explain things to them.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Admittedly,
Did I take the compel? Yes, I did. I was about to say, yes, I did.
yes. Oh yeah, you totally did that. Admittedly, it's probably not going to be the men who explain things to him. They're going to hold them until you get there to explain things to them.
Of course.
Because they do not do your work. Because if they did your work, it would mean that you were incompetent. And if you were incompetent, then you would be replaced.
Okay. They know what she means by explain things to them.
Yes.
It means make them comfortable, with air quotes, until she can come.
Yes. Anyway, so Eddie, you just heard all of that. I mean, the only person who would have bothered to try to put distance between the conversation and you would be Tabby, because she knows you speak Chinese. Because you revealed that to her. So,
Yeah. And I didn't state that she tried to conceal what was going on, though she might have, because this is her job.
well, that's it. Would you have tried to conceal what your phone call or something like that from him?
Yeah. She would have
All right.
tried to conceal if it's a phone call or someone calling her, she would have tried to conceal what was going on and then
Right.
say that there was some business that she needed to go take care of, and she'd be right
Yeah.
back.
You hear, admittedly, you know you don't want to leave them there, so you have to take them with you. but you can definitely talk in a lower tone, in a quieter voice. And
Mhm.
the guy is yelling. Eddie, you make out everything the guy is saying. You catch one or two words that Tabby's saying, which just makes her seem way more terrifying. Because she seems to calm this guy down. And he's saying, I've paid. I've paid. This doesn't happen. I've paid.
Oh my god. What is she?
Kitlin does not understand a lick of this, so
No,
she's
she
gonna
doesn't.
go follow the little boy and try and beg for more food.
All right.
So Tabby would take them to the store, but not inside,
Yeah.
and just be like, "Hang out here for a second. There's something I need to take care of," and she deals
Like I
with
said,
the stuff inside.
that's why it's like Eddie doesn't catch what you say, and he definitely catches what the guy yells.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
What? You know what? Maybe it's not my business. No, don't. Not gonna say anything.
Congratulations, you've met the Princess of Chinatown.
But the truth is out there, so what the hell? What is
Yeah,
that?
actually, yeah, the truth is out there. So, Eddie, I think you need to roll me a stealth or
No.
investigation. One of those two.
I actually have points of investigation, I believe. So
Yeah, roll me investigation.
yes. Dice.
Yeah, you're not able to. It's the same result as I said. You know, you can catch him and what he says. Basically, you definitely catch the "I've paid, I've paid." So,
All right. So he's gonna stick his nose in where it doesn't belong.
Kitlin, roll me cuteness.
Is that an actual ability?
It's not an actual ability. It's going to be perform because you're trying to beg, and the only thing I can think of to get the
500.
begging is performance.
I agree
How
with
about
that.
Deceit? No, it's perform. Because to perform is to impress an audience.
Okay.
And you want to impress this guy. So give me an actual perform roll. Good. All right. No, they give you some scraps. Like,
Ooh, Mike cut
I
out.
don't know what that was, but
That was technological issues.
all right. Yeah. The guy's like, they're throwing you some scrap pieces, and you're catching.
Okay.
You know. So, Tabby, as you walk out, you hear someone say, Miss Yusa, your pet is trained so well.
She is. And who's saying this?
Just one of the people who isn't really afraid of you, like because he hasn't crossed you yet.
Okay.
I'm assuming she's doing tricks. She's like standing on her hind legs and like dancing around, like hopping in a little circle.
Stands up on two legs and does the robot.
Yep, something like that.
Not quite that level of able to do things, but close to it.
That she is.
Even being
Would you
close to it
expect
is kind of
anything
ridiculous.
Would you expect anything different?
Oh, of course not. I meant no. He runs away.
Come on, you two.
What did you do? What are you? Who
Just
are you?
Thank you.
He's gonna trot after her.
Jesus.
What was that about? What do you? Are you? Crap. What's the word?
You God.
They're afraid of her because she's the Illuminati.
No.
Yes, totally. And what else would it be?
Not everything
Connor.
can be Illuminati. No, they wouldn't know she's Illuminati. That she couldn't be Illuminati if everyone knew.
Unless they are also Illuminati.
My God.
Shush, Connor.
Mother of God.
It just keeps getting deeper and deeper.
Are you blackmailing these people for money? What are you? What was that about?
Blackmail.
Not blackmail, I guess. Extortion. Extortion is what
I
I'm
provide a
looking for.
service. I provide a service.
What was that guy screaming
Let's get
about?
back to
I
my
pay-
place where I can get this.
All right.
Let's head back to
fine.
my place where we can get this taken care of, and we can figure out where we're going to go from here about
Oh.
finding Catherine.
Listen, you're not going to take care of me, are you?
No,
In the air
I'm not going to-
quotes.
no, I'm not going to take care of you. Ow. She
All
tries
right.
to do air quotes too, and her hand hurts.
All right. So, all right. Here's a chip for the owl because of good roleplay. There you go. Take it.
See, you love me, Brandon. We know this.
All right. He kind of reluctantly says, all right, let's go. And when she turns around, he'll sort of whisper to Kitlin, "Right run if something goes wrong."
Travis is your friend, right?
Parvis?
Parvis is your friend, correct?
Oh, yeah. We go way back.
Perhaps we should bring him in on this as well. He might have something to provide,
Yeah,
since it was his sister she was looking for.
yeah. He doesn't need to know about this.
Should he?
Hey, Eddie, it's not his sister. You know that.
I know. But yeah,
Should
I'm not
he?
I'm waiting for that shoe to drop.
Maybe Parvis himself can explain that best.
All right. So anyway, you guys.
Then
make
let's
your
go say hi to him.
Look, yeah, we should probably meet up with Parvis also to clear up a few misconceptions about what exactly this is about.
So you make it to the apartment building. People
Tabby
seem.
goes into her place to get her first aid kit.
Yeah. Oh, well, Millie, are you just gonna go? Are you gonna welcome them into your place?
No, she sends them to Parvis's place. Then she goes
Alright.
into hers
All
for a
right.
second.
Kitlin
And comes
goes
back.
and scratches at Purvis's door.
Yes, Parvis, there's a scratching at your door.
Followed by normal human knocking.
So Tabby's going next door to get her first aid kit.
All right.
Excuse me. Yes. He says he opens the door.
Kitlin flips in.
You see a fox and
Eddie's at your place for like the second time in 2 days.
And then she goes and curls up on a couch.
He brought a fox with him. You think it's Kitlin?
that's probably Kitlin, Eddie says.
It might be. We don't really know.
Probably
He does say
Kitlin.
probably.
To be fair, he's right. We don't really know for certain.
Look, so while she was looking for crap, what's her face?
Oh, there's a knock on your door now. I'm assuming you're coming over.
Yeah, when she picks up her first aid kit. But right now the player has to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'll say while Kathy was looking for the person who wanted her to find, she got into trouble. I think she's been kidnapped, possibly by the Legion. And her friend is also involved. Someone named Tabby Yuza.
Oh yeah, she came by earlier.
Oh yeah, she did mention that.
He's gonna shift back.
Also, she still thinks that
Definitely Kitlin.
What about Legion?
no, but Tabby still thinks that the woman we're looking for is your sister. She doesn't know you're a rat.
How can people not tell? I don't understand. I'm so clearly a rat.
Well, you look like a human. Have you looked in the mirror?
Yes. But I still look like a rat to me.
Do you?
Damn dirty rats!
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know, it's very offensive to Parvis.
I could have immediately responded with, that's racist. But I was like, that meme's tired.
Yeah.
Then meme needs to rest. Ugh.
Anyways, look, it's up to you if you want to tell her you're actually a rat and what you're really looking for, okay? That's on you, man, not me.
Okay.
It's your
Can
identity.
do you think she'll be able to help with the search?
Probably. She seems like
Welcome
some sort
back,
of mafia
Heather.
boss.
Yes, hello.
As you hear as you say the words mafia boss, there's a knock. The most unsettling thing in the world. She seems to be some kind of mafia boss. Knock, knock, knock. Holy
Okay.
hell! They're good.
They know.
Yes, the Lua Mafia. Okay. Hello?
It's sort of an awkward knocking, like it's not being done with a fist.
Oh, yeah, that would be pretty painful, I would assume. Hello?
Yeah, it's not being done with a fist, it's being done with something else.
Couldn't it be your other hand?
You mean
The
the
other
one that's
hand's
holding
holding
the cake?
the first aid kit.
So
Oh.
it is done with the other hand. As
Yeah, the
in,
one that's holding the first aid kit?
Okay.
Okay.
it's done with the first aid kit.
I think Parvis awkwardly said hello.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
open your
apologize.
door.
Sure. And he opens the door.
She bows a little, comes in, finds a chair and a table, and starts trying to wrap up her hand.
Roll me scholarship.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't have that!
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Scholarship is the skill for doing medical services.
Well, she clearly has no idea what she's doing, so...
I have
So-
You
you-
can all right, Heather. Please keep in mind, even on a roll of 0, you can get a result of great, which is +4, because the die go from -4 to +4.
Well, if I'm rolling
So-
0 dice...
No. You're not rolling 0 dice. You always
do I
roll
just
4
roll...
dice.
Oh, okay.
You always roll 4 dice, and you add the
Okay,
number
I was
to
just-
it. Yes. Sorry, I was.
I
Just
was
trying to
under the
explain.
impression that when I had 0, I didn't roll anything. I was confused. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Tired.
Every single roll is own 4 dice.
And there you
It's
go.
2.
It is 2. That is a fair. So it seems like she's unfamiliar, but she's getting the job done. Like, it's if you went to a hospital, they'd go, "Oh, you did this yourself." Well, you did a decent job, but you really should come in here. We do a great job.
Eddie will tell Parvis, typically when people knock on their door, you either open the door and say hello, or if you're suspicious, you look through the peephole first.
Eddie's kind of being a jerk by telling Parvis how to greet people at his own house. Like,
No, Eddie's trying to advise him of proper social etiquette.
okay,
answering
all
your
right. I just could be viewed in either way. If that's the way you take it, it's perfectly fine for you to do that.
Caitlin's gonna walk over to where Tabby sat down. It's like, did Eddie do that to you?
No.
Wow.
Oh, you're back in person form?
Yeah.
No, I did this to a bike shelter so that I wouldn't hit Eddie.
Tabby, you recognize this girl.
Yeah, I know. Hey, you helped me out a while back. Thanks for that.
No problem. And really, next time, just hit Eddie. He probably deserved it.
Don't listen to her.
Catherine asked me not to, so I won't, unless Eddie does something to
And
deserve.
we love Kathy. We wouldn't want to go back on our word against her.
I'm sorry. There's something I can't stop
That's why I
snickering
found
at.
you cheating on her.
Oh god. Never mind.
Wait.
Tabby calls you a really bad name in Chinese.
Eddie or Kitlin?
Eddie, because she
Okay.
knows you understand.
Oh, well, no. So yeah. Tabby was just, yeah. So Eddie. Caitlin just said that you're cheating on your girlfriend, and Tabby is calling you a terrible name.
What? I am not cheating on her. What? You? Could you be quiet? Kitlin, what do you mean I'm cheating on her? I am not.
I had to pull you off of Tabby.
Oh God! I punched the bus shelter. He was helping me with my hand. Punch bus shelter, break hand. Ow.
What she said.
Ow.
He was helping me.
But boys are only interested in one thing.
Well,
Illuminati.
aware of that, but I'm not interested in with him.
Speaking of, just out of curiosity, you don't happen to have magic clothes that come with you when you shift, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caitlin is dressed.
What the hell?
Her clothes transform with her. Just always.
Damn it. Because I
no,
had a hysterical conversation in the back of my mind going, and it's like, huh, this is all going on, and she's completely naked, and no one cares.
No. All right. So, all right. Normally, people who turn into animals, their clothes do not go with them. Animals that turn into people, their clothes do not go with them normally. If I have made a rule that says if your shapeshifting comes from some sort of godly or otherwise divine thing, like a kitsune's, because kitsune are divine beings, they can take their clothes with them.
Fair enough, then.
You can take your clothes with you because the dragon gave you robes that go with you.
And they're awesome.
Yes.
Damn. One day I'll have an excuse to look through the drawers and find out that there's actually more.
His robe is looking a little worn. And he's still not wearing pants.
Eddie says, Kitlin, I'm
It becomes
extremely
more of an
insulted.
issue as he sits down. Way more of an issue as he sits down.
Oh, God.
Not paying attention.
Would pants transform with him?
Yes.
He has the ropes on?
Oh, shit.
Yes. The pants will transform with you, too. The pants are key to you also.
However, he hasn't thought
Right.
to actually look in the drawers or the cabinets or anything.
See, most of his stuff is just sitting out in little piles, I'm guessing. Like,
Probably.
I thought he didn't find the closet. So he's been wearing the same robe.
yeah. He's
Then
wearing
he
the same
treasures
robe
it.
because he hasn't opened the door to the closet. He probably has got like food containers left out from when he's ordered food and just left it there because he hasn't put it in the fridge. Everything is organized into piles either on top of things or on the floor because he's a rat.
Yeah. And I just... Human society is weird. Everyone has to store things. I don't get it.
I just wanted to say real quickly, Kitlin, I'm extremely insulted by that. If there's anything that I've made clear, I'm interested in one thing, that's exposing the Illuminati for the hacks that they are. Evil, manipulative liars.
I don't think that's what Mom meant when she told me that.
That's not what your mom meant when she told you that.
Well, your mom never met me. Anyways, Parvis, stand up for God's sakes and put some pants
For
on.
that.
Pants. I know the concept, but
All right.
Those.
He'll grab Parvis and walk him over to the closet and open it up. Clothes.
I don't know how else to do that. Just a giant gasp of
God, no. That gas was getting you a chip. Boom.
Doesn't understand you.
I don't know how else.
Out the fridge.
Are we going to
He opens the door.
cover
for
my
and-
interrogation and trial at any point, or am I just going to be sitting this entire session out? Because I'm having fun listening into all of this, but I'd like to be involved.
I understand. You walked into the police station to resolve your outstanding issues. That's going to take some time, and
I know. I'm aware of it, and I'm aware it's going to take some time. I'm just wondering if we're going to actually get to the scene wherein we go through the time it takes to do this. Can that be done now? Just, asking if it's going to be covered this session or not.
possibly. It depends on where things go. Also, I don't think you're going to be able to get through this and resolve it with the things that you did, even with things that you accepted. They have you dead to rights.
Don't be so sure.
It is getting kind of late as well, so this session might be a bit of a stretch. But yeah, he'll just yank open the pants drawer, go through the basic motions of putting the pants. Says, "Here, you put one leg in this one leg in this one, and you bun the bun, and zip up the zipper. The last part's important. Don't forget it."
I know how to put on pants, but I didn't know I had pants. My God.
It is.
They go with the robes. Like,
I know.
you have matching clothes. Like, admittedly, the robes, they're slightly different. Like, they have different designs on them. And the pants have the same designs on them.
Parvis, as a human, pants are absolutely required.
Oh God.
I don't know, because all the science you see is just talking about no shirt, no shoes.
That's a fair point.
I will
But I didn't say no pants.
Caitlin doesn't wear pants, but nobody seems to care.
Does Caitlin wear a skirt?
Yes.
Well, that's because you're a girl.
All right.
Sorry.
If you guys are actually saying that in character, Eddie will say,
No,
okay,
that was out of
fine."
character.
What about my Scottish brethren? No, but yeah.
Look, Parvis, all you need to know is you have to wear pants.
All right.
And
I
when
have
you're
pants.
alone, you can wear whatever you want. But when you're near people, pants.
Okay.
People, pants.
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 I have pants and I have robes, and I just have this image in the back of my mind where one day he'll wind up going, "What should I wear today?" and leave wearing like 10 robes and 10 pairs of pants because he can't decide. I know it will happen one day.
Love
So
you.
damn,
The fridge.
Oh, I love you.
so damn naive.
Sorry, was someone saying that they were showing him the fridge also?
No, I was helping myself through the fridge.
The fridge has some food in it.
Oh my God, there's food in it.
Yes.
Bring it over to the table and offer some to Tabby.
She gladly accepts.
Parvis, Kitlin has magically pulled food out of thin air.
Oh my God, are you a wizard?
It's
you a wizard?
called a refrigerator. You store food in it to keep it good.
He points
For
at
a
one of
while.
the. He points
It's
at one of
over
the piles,
here.
like the takeout cartons. He points at one of the piles. No, you store food here.
Oh yeah, so those takeout cartons smell.
Parvis, come over here for a second. I want to show you something.
Okay.
Tabby opens the door to the Tabby opens the door to the refrigerator and says, "Does that feel good?" She's trying to show him that it feels cold inside the
There's
refrigerator.
so much food in there.
It's cold in here. It keeps the food good.
You couldn't smell the food in there. You couldn't smell it, but there was food in there.
Tabby's gonna close the door.
There's food in there. I like playing the back brains of every character.
It's fun, isn't it? Especially with Parvis, because he's kind of primal, but kind of
And
naive.
we love you for it, dude.
It's fun. I'm enjoying this, but it's like,
It's
Me
like,
too.
just
So-
let it.
I can sum up the entire thought process of that too. If there's food in the fridge, so this fridge, as they call it, this box, food appears in it, and it stays fresh.
No, but yes.
Well, no, he's not
You-
saying it out loud. That's just how his mind's going.
Oh, okay.
All right, out of character. Because of his arrangement with the dragon, that's probably how it works.
Okay.
No,
Probably.
like someone comes and someone places food in that refrigerator.
Yeah, probably.
Mhm.
Like that would make sense, since he's effectively the dragon's pet.
In fact, it may have been Tabitha.
At some point, maybe.
Ugh.
Okay, so aside from food lessons, weren't there things that we needed to deal with?
Oh yeah. Eddie's girlfriend is now missing.
Well,
Yes.
Eddie looks expectingly at Parvis to see if he wants to tell her what's really going on or not.
Oh yeah, she doesn't actually know.
Or her grandfather might have told her, but we just don't know that she knows.
That's also a possibility. But I don't think I've reported back to
Would-
him on any of this.
Would somebody like to clue me in?
All right. Excuse me as I like half die.
Please?
Okay. I can breathe again. All right. So you know how okay, how do I say this? So I'm a rat, and I have no idea where I came from.
So apparently, this guy's a snitch.
Like a literal. Well, he wouldn't. Shit, he wouldn't know the word literal. Fuck.
No. Admittedly, I'm fairly certain that that's what would go through Tabby's mind.
I
When
know.
He says, "I'm a rat." Is with her criminal background, she probably means he's a snitch. Or she might be thinking that he's born in the year of the rat. That's
Those are, the two, probably.
Yeah.
Who's looking for you?
No one that I know of. But
You're a rat. Who's looking for you?
Cat.
Tatsuo. Tatsuo would be the only person you know looking for you, because Tatsuo is the only one who cares.
The only person who might be looking for me is Tatsuo or Tatsuo. Yeah.
Fairly certain Tatsuo knows where he is.
But otherwise, I don't think anyone's looking for me.
I'm quite sure Tatsuo knows where you are. And if you had ratted on him, you wouldn't still be here. What do you mean by rat?
You've totally ratted on him. You've been a rat. You crawled up his arm, you sat on his shoulder, and he fed you things.
Yes.
Whoa, no. He's going to step in here because he's listening to this.
Okay, thank you. This is wise.
That's not... He doesn't mean what you think that means. He
Explain.
is a rat person. Or a person rat. Literally.
Person rat.
Not
Do your thing.
helping your case. Try again.
Actually, a rat. An animal.
4 legs, tail, fur, nose,
Yes.
ears. Okay.
He's awful big for a rat.
Parvis, do the thing, but just don't go back to human all naked, okay?
Well, I know my robe will come back, but okay. And
Alright.
he shifts into his rat form.
All right. The clothed person in the form suddenly just goes and just boom, in the chair is a rat.
Not the strangest thing I've seen, but okay.
It's got what looks like to be a fine collar around its neck, and some things, a sort of like a ring on its tail.
Oh, that's an improvement. I didn't notice that before.
Oh, that's what the clothes become. Cool.
Okay, so you're a rat and a person, and she's a fox and a person.
No.
Roll me
You
lore.
turn into something weird?
No.
Tabby, roll me lore.
Okay. I'm pulling common sense out here, sorry. Hold on, I have to look at what my lore level is.
I couldn't hear anything. Just
Ugh.
Your lore is at 3, I'm fairly certain.
Yes, I checked that. Ugh. Hold on, it's taking a second. I got nothing. Ugh.
All right, you can spend a chip to reroll, or you could spend a chip to add 2. With a -3, since it's very difficult, -3 is on the cusp of when you might want to spend to reroll. Usually, if it's anything above -3, you get a better result by just spending a chip for +2. But -3 is kind of on the cusp.
If I reroll, it's gonna be shit. So I'll just spend the chip for +2.
All right. So I want to ask you, Heather, how familiar are you with the and you're going to and this is probably a tag of your rebellious high concept, because being a dragon, you'd be familiar with this. How familiar are you with the story of the Chinese zodiac?
Me?
Yes.
It's a person.
Yes.
Not very at all.
Okay. Your character is rather familiar with it. The one thing that you know is the animal that won the race, because it was supposed to be a race between all of these 12 animals. The animal that won was the rat.
Okay.
And he won by riding on the nose of the ox and jumping off and running across the finish line before the ox could get there.
Okay.
And he's known as Clever Rat. Knowing that this guy is, and you can tell this guy is actually a rat, it kind of makes sense now why your grandfather would care about him, because he could kind of see him as part of the Chinese zodiac pantheon. If this is an actual intelligent, clever rat, this is something important and something significant. Admittedly, you also know that out of hand that the dragon is called Good Looking Dragon, that arrived in its place, and the Empress was like, "You're so good looking, I'll let your son be the 6th place, just because." And his son hadn't come that day, but the snake was like, "I'm totally his son!" That's how the snake got in.
Okay. So
There
you're
was also the cat, but he overslept.
Yes, anyway.
yes. So you're a rat. Okay. And continue.
damn it. There's a series of squeaks for a second, and then he stops a moment and then shifts back into his human form. I forgot. People can't understand me when I talk like that.
No,
So-
not usually.
It's a fun language. It's very useful to know. But I woke up one day on the floor of a room, and I think there was a cage that was just burst open.
There were several cages that were burst open.
Sorry, thank you. Several cages were just burst open, and I saw I saw the name Parvis I on top of the first one, and that's where my story kind of begins.
Mhm.
I'm trying to figure out where I came from, and well, he points at the tattoo on his hand. I forgot the word for tattoo. Supposedly, someone named Sarah McLeeson is connected to this. She freed animals or something, and she was from the Frederick Free Mages.
No, incorrect.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She had strong opinions about the Frederick Free Mages, mainly
Okay.
that they were a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, that's right. And she potentially was a witch. I'm sorry, I didn't take good notes, but I took some notes.
Yeah. Admittedly, none of you know what the Frederick Free Mages are, because they're a little nothing faction that no one would know, but...
Well, there's only one person who might know, and he is currently detained.
Well, you guys don't know that.
Yeah, we don't. We have no idea. We know this from
So
Frederick.
why doesn't someone turn to Eddie and go, why don't you just get Sean here?
That's a good point, actually.
Well, about that.
He's kind of in the pokey. No, people still use that term, right? No?
Is anyone asking, Parvis, are you asking why Sean isn't here? Or, Kitlin, are you asking that? 'Cause Eddie's not going to ask that.
Eddie's not going to ask himself, why isn't Sean here? He's going to go, no, I'm trying to think. I mean, oh yeah, Sean did say multiple times in the presence of everyone in the party that he was from Frederick.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like, wait, Frederick. Do you think Sean might know anything?
Oh shit.
Sean.
Yeah, he got arrested. Or detained. Something. Put in cuffs and thrown in a cell.
Probably good thing.
No, he's our friend.
Tabitha rolls her eyes. I just did in person, but you can't see me.
Wait, why is he?
Sean is a
locked
champion of justice. We must free him. And definitely not Illuminati.
He's closer to like.
Admittedly, the grandfather didn't say that you need to share your opinion, share the opinion with everyone. Just gave you the opinion.
She didn't share an opinion.
I know.
No
I
idea
know.
what you're talking about.
I mean, eyes rolling, things like that. Anyway,
She was more rolling her eyes about grown. We have to go get somebody out of jail. Didn't say it was about Sean.
You'll probably recognize the second you see him and go, "Oh shit!"
oh, definitely.
Why? I mean, if he's just sleeping it off, they'll let him go tomorrow when he's sobered up.
I talked to a friend I knew from college, and He said he's never seen anyone with a rap sheet this long.
Wait. Hold on. What did Kevin just say?
Let him sleep it off.
Sleep what off?
I think she assumes you were drunk.
She assumes you're in the drunk tank.
Yes?
I mean, do you remember where our initial party hangout was?
Yeah. You remember when we
all-
don't go anywhere?
Yeah.
Anymore?
I don't know. They are gonna try to mind screw you with beer twice. I mean, especially not since like now they're technically your allies.
Probably
Anyway.
not.
That is a good point. You did have good
You
beer.
know, they did mind screw their ally.
Yeah, they did. They wanted he was. They wanted to make sure he was going to be a team player because Daddy says so. But now he is Daddy, so yeah.
Fair enough. Ugh.
So, Eddie, are you telling them about the apparently impressive array of charges that are against that have been circulated around about Mr. Alistair?
Yeah. Like, so,
The
like
only
I said,
thing is, this all started when I fought off the muggers that ended to attack us.
Yup.
I remember.
Yeah. Well, it didn't all start there, but it was. It
That's where
came
the
up in
poster
game.
started.
That's where your
Yeah.
problems here started. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
So anyway, I think we'll go to Sean for a little bit and let you guys discuss what you're going to do from here. Are you guys planning on trying to get him out, or are you guys just going to keep on going?
I mean,
Who needs that guy?
I mean,
You do.
he has information, but jailbreak is a bad idea.
Well, no, I know people. Maybe I could contact a lawyer.
What's it? I was about to say, before Tabby got involved, wasn't Eddie working on like finding his best lawyer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he then he kind of forgot about that and went off to play with Tabby.
Not forgot, but chose.
That makes it much better.
I know.
So Sean, you're waiting for your friend to go get you a lawyer.
Well, there's
Yeah,
something
he's
for us
probably
to
not
work
coming
on.
back.
Eddie is going to use his contacts to get a lawyer next time he has a chance.
It's not like you don't have a chance now.
Well, I thought we were doing a different scene.
Well, you could say, 1 second, step aside and roll me contacts.
All right, rolling contacts. Which I think is
You should spend fate chips on this.
Yeah, I will. I have them. I'm a well-off weirdo. I know some damn good lawyers.
Yes, I will say that, but they're also going to be expensive.
That's okay. we
Tetsuo's
have
probably not
resources.
going to help out with this, is he?
It depends. It depends on what Tetsuo can get out of it.
Ooh.
That's what I had a feeling you were going to say.
God indebted to him?
That would
Can I
be
tell-
beautiful.
Hey, Brandon.
Huh?
Brandon,
Yes.
can I tag some of my aspects to add to this role? Like, say, entrenched with Lady Shay and her knight?
No, but you could tag entrenched with Lady Shade or Knight to get a nut to just materialize a lawyer, basically.
Yeah, well, and you say I could just tag it to materialize a lawyer, essentially?
Yeah. You call forth a fairy in your cell and you talk to it and you say, I need you to get me a lawyer.
Alright. That's an option. I was thinking, one free phone call Shay, say, I need the best lawyer you can get.
Shay probably won't have admittedly, your one free phone call is is better spent calling someone else.
Eddie.
Because you don't need to call Shay to get her there. You just need to tell a fairy.
All right.
Or summon her. One of the... You literally summon Shay, and she'll be there.
Yeah, that'd be a bit on the rude side. But first,
You can summon Rose Petal.
That's very good. First, though, I believe Eddie's still messing about with the contact roll.
Yes, but Eddie doesn't need to do this contact roll if you're going to do if you're going to have a lawyer.
What?
Alright.
If you want to do that, I'm perfectly fine making the roll. But if not, I'd like my chip back.
Well, if I get in contact with Shay and just say, I need the best lawyer that you can provide, will I get just like a really good lawyer, or will Eddie potentially get me a better lawyer?
You want the best lawyer the fairies can provide. Steph, please tell me what the fairies live by.
They can't lie?
Bargains, contracts,
Bargains and contracts?
I think so.
So,
Yeah, bargains, contracts.
fairies get incredibly good lawyers, right?
Yes.
Like, this is something that I want to, reestablish by you, because you and I can have some very different ideas about how things work with supernatural beings.
Yeah, admittedly, you can get her, and you'll all right. Admittedly, the best lawyer she can get you might not be as good of a lawyer as Eddie can get. Because what she's probably going to do is she's probably going to contact a changeling that is in the law field. The dude's probably going to be way more competent than every one of his peers, but he's probably not going to be, like, named at a law firm.
Well, and I also imagine that what a fairy would consider a good lawyer would be someone that understands, like, the art of a contract and specific wording, and isn't necessarily going to be well versed in
Criminal law.
criminal crime.
Yeah.
You just have to word the request correctly. That's the way it works with fairies. You have to word it right. Just like with wishes and things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could use Rose Petal just contact Riley and get Riley to get you the best lawyer she can get.
Would Riley be able to get me a better lawyer? And she's a warden.
Yes, which means she has contacts with the White Council, which means she has contacts with the Venatori Umbrorum, which are a shit ton of lawyers that do financial warfare against other groups.
So yeah, probably better than Eddie could find.
Okay, I'm going with that option.
Right.
Or wait, hold on. Wait, what are you about to say?
No, admittedly, Eddie will probably get you a lawyer there faster that's probably of equal caliber and may know the laws better. Because Eddie's going to get you a New York lawyer, someone who's familiar with New York.
I have a point there.
Okay, so I guess we'll go with Eddie. Eddie, please, do your best.
Okay.
I'm counting on you, buddy.
So you call me.
Also, if I end up in jail, you're probably going to lose out on rent.
All right, yeah. Thanks.
And we're also probably not going to get the mansion. Mansion is on the line.
I understand.
That's a 5, so that's a superb roll. So you're going. All right. You finally went.
Well, wait. Is he actually just sticking with the 5? Because there are other aspects you could tag.
I think that's probably
Maybe.
good enough. I mean, lawyers aren't exactly going to hide themselves.
Yes, but the better it is, the better the lawyer is, regardless.
Does the amount of points I get here also increase proportionally the cost of the lawyer, though?
Probably.
Do you want to pay for a level 7 lawyer, Sean?
How much would a level 7 have been lawyer cost?
$300 a minute.
Probably not a 1-to-1 with the resources scale, but probably close. I think 7 resources is completely absurd. Like,
How much do regular lawyers cost?
It depends on what you need them for.
Yeah.
And how long you need them.
What you are going to need is a good. All right, you need someone who's, All right. Currently, what you need right now is someone to walk in and ask the police if they're charging you with something. Hoping that they say no, at which point that means you're free to leave. But the problem is, after that, you're going to want someone who's really, really good. Like, legitimately, I had a situation like this happen in one of the Dresden Files games that I played. I was playing, oddly enough, a magician who just put on a fine suit, got a briefcase, demanded to see his client, and then bullshitted his way the client out of jail. Anyway.
All right.
let's just go with a level 5 lawyer, okay?
Right.
So superb lawyer then.
Superb lawyer. Admittedly, if you had gone further, Eddie would probably have hired you a legal team, not just a single lawyer.
Let's say we might want a legal team for this.
You paid off a lot of those things, though. So,
Admittedly, you can upgrade this guy to legal team depending on how much you pay him.
That's a good point.
so I'm going to find you, like I said, a damn good lawyer.
All right. All right. So, Eddie, you're sitting down. You're in a room. You're cuffed to a table.
I mean, Sean.
Sean, you're cuffed to a table. You've sat in there for several hours now. The door opens. A big burly detective comes in, sits down, and introduces...
Wait, did they read me my rights before they put me into the room?
Yes, you've been read your rights.
Eh.
Properly Mirandized. You're sitting in there. He sits down, he goes, "So, Mr. Alistair."
Yes.
"Seems you are wanted in connection with several criminal incidents going around the city. If the reports here are true, you are a one-man wrecking crew." Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I plead the fifth.
You're not on trial.
Is it only a trial thing?
Only in trial.
I thought you could do that in interrogation.
You don't have to speak.
Yeah. That's you can just say nothing.
You
don't
don't
I can
have
just
to
say
answer
nothing?
his question. Yeah, you can just say nothing.
No, I'll just say nothing.
All right, he goes, "I'm gonna play it that way." Like he kind of opens up some files and starts putting out pictures of dead bodies. I mean,
Completely ignore them.
look, I want to help you.
Nothing.
If you don't speak to me now, it's gonna go really bad for you. Like, do you want to tell me where you were on several dates?
Here's now a character question. If I stay silent on this matter, I can come up with alibis for those later with a lawyer, right?
Yes.
But if I try to give him alibis now, I'm going to have to stick with those.
You can change them, but all right. All right. It's all right. The Miranda rights are you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be provided for you. Admittedly, he can talk to you for as long as you say, I want to have I want an attorney. As soon as you tell him that you want an attorney, he has to stop talking to you.
All right. Now, if I say I want an attorney, will one end up being provided to me,
Yes.
or will I be able to wait for the one that Eddie's calling up?
One they'll say very well. They'll ask if you have an attorney. That's what you have to answer them is, do you have an attorney? And if you say no, they'll get you a court-appointed attorney.
You can also go, I would like to contact my attorney, thank you.
Yeah,
and you'll be able to place a phone call to arrange to have an attorney.
Yeah.
If you go, I would like to contact an attorney.
But you would have to do that until basically the attorney Eddie hires walks into the room and says, "You're fired. I'm the new attorney."
The question is, would the right move here to be to ask for an attorney, or to just wait this out until Eddie gets an attorney in here?
How would Sean play it? That's what you have to figure out. Because
I
you
think
can
Sean
be
will
like,
be
let me contact an attorney. Then you can call Eddie and be like, hey, Eddie, are you getting me an attorney? And be like, my attorney's on the way once you know Eddie found one. So you could do it that way. Or you could just be like, I would like an attorney, and then they'll provide one for you. So if you pull the let me contact an attorney, they have to give you a phone call to call an attorney. In which case you call Eddie, go, hey, Eddie, are you getting me an attorney? Eddie goes, yes, one's on the way. Then you tell the guys, I have an attorney coming.
Yeah. Admittedly, if you try to use that phone call to call someone who isn't an attorney, they get really upset. But if you're calling a friend to get you an attorney, they don't care because it's like, oh, he's calling a middleman. It's, you know.
He doesn't remember his attorney's phone number, and his friend's going to look it up in his Rolodex.
Yeah. or his friends
People
out
still have those, but still.
Or his friends out searching for an attorney right now. Like, he doesn't have one. All right, fine.
Just make it clear in the phone call that you're like, hey, how's it going finding me an attorney? If you found that number, make it very clear that, like, you are contacting an attorney, sort of.
Indeed.
All right. So this has been a couple hours later, I think you said?
Yeah, oh, he let you
I've
stew.
been sitting here for a couple of hours.
He let you stew for an hour and a half, probably.
But that's it?
That's also probably counting, maybe up to 2 hours. That's also counting the time that he was spent with Eddie, and probably doing other work. In all honesty, he probably was. It's probably not that long of a wait. Mainly because he was told to get to it and get it done, but he did something else beforehand. So it probably looks like he's trying to make you sweat it out, but he's not. He's busy doing something else. So, what are you doing?
I'm going to say I'd like to contact an attorney and then get in contact with Eddie and say, well, something to the tune of, I need an attorney. How is it coming on my attorney? Something along those lines.
Eddie gets an attorney. Really, he looks. All right. So before he lets you do that, he looks at you and he goes, "Are you sure you want to do this? Because as soon as you start bringing an attorney into this, all of our trust goes out the window. I'm willing to work with you right now."
Stop.
Yeah.
What did you say? You need to repeat that.
All right. As you ask for an attorney, Detective Pearman says, are you really sure you want to do that? Because the moment we bring an attorney in here, all of the trust you have with me, all of the goodwill, all of me trying to work to make sure that I can get, I can see what I can do for you, goes out the window, and you look guilty as sin. So are you sure you want to contact an attorney?
I'm sure I'd like to contact an attorney. The court status is innocent. Ow, god damn it. Innocent until proven guilty.
Very well. And he closes up the file. I tried to do what I can for you, man. And he's like, slowly walks out the door. And I'm guessing you don't stop him.
Nope.
All right. Soon you're led over there. You're led to the phone. You got 10 minutes.
Call Eddie.
All right.
Some strange
Eddie
number,
gets
but
your
I'll pick it
attorney.
up.
They put you back into a holding cell.
Yep, getting you an attorney.
Yeah. No, admittedly, he was going to ask that because he's trying to get you not to call an attorney, man. Anyway.
What? What'd you say? I missed all of that.
It's not
You keep
important.
skipping out on me.
I'm sorry about that. So anyway, the attorney comes. He instructs you not to say anything.
I do that gesture where you pinch your thumb and your pointer finger, you point your finger together with your other three fingers just outstretched.
All right. He says, "All right, are you? Is he being held for anything? Yes, they do have enough to press charges on you for the assault. So they are going to press charges on you for the assault.
What assault?
The assault at the beginning of the thing.
Because that was self-defense, and the initial thing I came down here
Fair enough,
to.
but self-defense is a defense in court.
Yep, that's something they could argue in court.
Yeah. Self-defense is a legal defense. It is not a I don't get arrested.
Right.
So, unfortunately, you are being held. You're going to have to stay overnight in jail. They are going to arraign you. Bail will be posted. You'll either have to put it up or make bond or something else, or you're going to have to stay in a prison until your trial.
Is Tabby or, Tatsuo willing to pay bail so they can get my information?
They might be able to put up the bail for you. The issue is bail won't be posted until tomorrow because
I know.
it's...
I'm not saying for tonight, but, so I'm out instead of having to stay in a prison.
They may not. That's going to be something that you're going to have to contact the dragon about.
Are you sure? Because that seems like something that... God damn it. That Eddie would be... The bail... Eddie would be aware of the bail and could talk to Tabby about.
No.
About them paying
Eddie
bail.
doesn't know what the bail is right now.
Yep, well, we can discuss that next.
Right.
Yeah. That's something that has to happen next session.
All right.
Right, I know. What I'm playing here is once the bail is posted, I might not have to necessarily contact the dragon myself, because Eddie might be able to once it's posted.
Maybe.
Not right now.
What?
Not right now.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to get
Right.
back to everyone else. All right. So, everyone else is gathered around. Eddie walks back in. he got him the best lawyer in the city.
Because I'm awesome and I know people. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, the lawyer does say that he's going to be looking over your case, and he's going to be back in the morning to see what can happen. All right?
All right.
That's to Sean before he leaves.
Oh, okay.
As Sean gets booked. All right. So Kitlin, Tabitha, Parvis, Eddie, you're all together.
All right.
And you were
so no
discussing
great
what
lawyer.
you know about.
He's gonna take care of Sean. Probably have to figure out bail. Anyone know any rich people?
Kitlin points at Eddie. That one.
I could ask my grandfather. Might be a bit of a long shot, but I could ask him. Is that good enough?
Good to have our options open. I mean, I'm not personally rich kids. My parents are, and they might not like me. But I'll see what I can scrounge up as well.
Tabby rolls her eyes at that too.
Yeah, you know you're a good catch when he says, "Oh, my parents might not like me."
Exactly.
Parents, they're supposed to love you. What the hell are you doing dating my friend if your parents don't love you?
Yeah, Eddie's the family disappointment. Okay. So I have to go to bed. Work in the morning.
Yeah, it's almost midnight.
Yeah.
Well then, I suppose we can wait there, and next week we will deal with everything that happened. Hopefully everyone can make it. It was awesome having you, Heather. I hope this is not a one-time thing because thank you for joining us.
Please come back. That was fun.
I'll try to be.
Yeah.
I'll try to be back. Wrangling internet from people is interesting, but I will try to be back.
Okay. Well, I'm going to end the call.